I'm sure we'll find him somewhere. In the meantime, though, I feel like we should maybe send someone with him if anyone's willing to accept death, whatever the hell that means. And then maybe the rest of us can go a different way, try and meet up in the middle, if possible.
Not it.
No.
Question immediately puts a finger on her nose to say nose goes.
Yeah.
Should we all roll to see who goes? Play rollies.
Sure,
Oh
we
my
got
god.
7 people. Because
We're
technically, well, 80's there, but
we're embracing
we'll,
death,
we'll
or what are we doing?
To
who is
see
gonna
who
go
goes
through the
with.
wall of truth?
Yeah. Oh, I got a nat 20.
Nice.
I guess you're
We're,
free.
yeah, everyone rolls a d20 to see how fast they put their finger on their nose.
Nice.
It was my idea to do the finger thing, and I rolled a 3.
That's
Damn.
totally okay. Somebody got lower than you.
80
Don't
got a
worry.
15.
I rolled a 2.
Fantastic!
Uh-oh.
You want to have a roll off real quick with me, Kira?
Sure.
Roll
Alright.
again.
Oh, if the
Oh.
tiefling is trapped with Droop, that's gonna be so bad.
18.
We got a 1. So as you guys
Alright.
continue to quickly stick your fingers up to touch your finger to your nose, Aloysia does not participate and she crosses her arms. Well,
Is that
if
the red girl?
yes.
Okay.
If it has to be me who does everything, then I shall.
All right. Uh, be safe.
I'm sure I will. She kind of nods and then like gestures in the direction in front of you. I wish you the same. Don't get into too much trouble. I'm sure we'll find you at the end.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And with that,
there we go.
yeah,
Okay.
she'll slip up to the wall. She runs her fingers over the abyssal one last time, following the instructions to a T, as she leans up against the wall and then promptly phases through it and bumps into Droop on the way out.
Holy shit! Wow. I was expecting someone else to die, but okay. I assume you drew the short straw.
I didn't even draw straws. They were very
Hesitant.
unconcerned about your well-being.
Yeah, seems that tracks. It's okay. You get used to it.
Hmm. Well, in that case, we have to make sure we meet up with them again. Shall we explore?
Sure, if you want to.
Great. And back in the other room, the rest of you now have this wall open to you, and you see a winding
Welcome back,
path
Shork.
ahead.
This
Let me-
here,
No.
Xander.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, has this been opened?
Yeah, that's the one that opened up.
Okay.
You could
okay.
shovel out the rocks if you'd like all of your options.
I will do that just to see what is over here.
I would
Sure.
not like to shovel out the rocks.
Yeah, me either.
A real.
Are
I'm
you-
not breaking a
you-
nail for this.
No, you don't have to. Xander can, but if you don't want to see what's there, you can stop me. But you don't have to participate in shoveling if that's all that matters.
Alright. Shovel
Okay.
away, I suppose.
Okay. Xander and 80 are both gonna start digging. What do I roll for that?
Strength check for both of you.
Can it be
since you're-
athletics with advantage?
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are working together, so you were gonna get advantage. Athletics is fine. Hi, Shork. Welcome in, bestie. How's it going?
Hi, Shork.
That is a 25.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, yeah. With you and your recently strengthened dragon wormling both digging at these rocks, it's surprisingly easy to tear them away, as it looks almost as if there was a trap sprung here at some point, and the rocks had fallen from the ceiling rather than the walls caving in, as you initially presumed. So you kind of shovel them out of the way just enough. Can Winnie also help? Yeah, of course. Picking up one pebble at a time. And you place them in a nice little pile
Clyde.
outside of this now cleaned hallway. As you do, you think you can hear a faint song coming from this direction.
Okay. I am going to request Winnie follow me.
Sure.
Winnie, are you?
That's super
Yeah,
valid,
okay.
Kira.
Clyde, I'm
You're okay
drinking.
to come with me?
Yeah.
Drinking, Clyde. Don't tell
Wonderful.
Patty.
All
I mean,
right.
she knows. But
We need to be rather stealthy with this. I'm gonna send you and 80 up there to investigate what's going on. Don't turn the corner. I need to be able to actually see you to make sure that you're safe.
Okay.
no,
All right.
not screwed. Wish it was.
So I'm gonna send 80 and Winnie up stealthily to see what's around the corner.
I have, although I do have Jack
Fantastic.
Daniels
Roll me a
down home
stealth
punch,
check.
so it's pretty good.
Check for traps.
Oh, hold on. Nacho is in the way.
Hi, Nacho!
Nacho, stop.
Make sure not to trigger any traps.
How do I do that?
Watch your. I
JD
think it's
scares me.
investigation.
The down home punch is pretty good.
Dun, dun,
To like
dun.
as you go, figure it out.
Okay. Well then should.
Uh,
Wait.
80 got a 16 on her stealth check.
Nice.
Winnie got 13.
Sweet. Okay. So with a 16 and a 13, let me make sure I have all of these saved for this. Teehee.
Oh.
So let me see. Just making sure. All right, let me roll for them. Fantastic. So as you start traveling down this hallway, this haunting song grows slowly louder, and it echoes through this half-collapsed chamber, interspersed with a soft clicking sound that seems to reverberate in your bones. How far are you heading down this hall? Just to the corner to check?
Yeah?
Like right
Okay.
there, I think.
Perfect. You can see thick spider webs, giving off this sickly pale green glow, stretching from floor to ceiling. And crawling in those webs are two giant spiders, and also two creatures that look kind of like drow, but with the lower
But I
bodies
also did
of
find out.
monstrous
If I
spiders
go to
as well.
Wyoming,
What the hell?
Four
I might be able to get some
different
screwdrivers.
sized corpses are cocooned in
Bit of a
webs
drive,
resting
but
atop debris near the west wall. The clicking stops.
What the hell?
Let me reveal a little bit more of these funky little rooms for you.
I am gonna have 80 like gesture to move back into the hallway.
Good knife dive. Open land. Yeah, true.
Are you stealthing your way back out?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to roll me another stealth roll.
And another one.
And another one.
She got a 6.
Lovely. As you're making your way out, I imagine 80 kind of skulks towards the floor, tucks her wings in, and hardly even notices as she pulls them in towards herself the slight tug of a stray web that catches the end of her wing and is plucked. And almost like the string of a lute, it resounds. And the clicking starts again as the spiders begin advancing towards this hallway.
Oh
Hmm.
no. Oh no. I hate spiders.
Someone
Spider
here speaks
time.
Draconic, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear, um, 80 just go like, "Ah, merde," just like swearing under her breath.
Bro, why
Um,
is it French?
Why not?
Because
Adrian's
Why
French.
not?
they're
Canon from,
elitist,
like, 2
just like
sessions ago.
dragons are. Okay. Yeah, 80's been French since the very beginning.
I love her.
Which, yeah, she's great. 80 is going to run towards Winnie and like try to kind of like go from under her legs to like pick her up and run towards Xander.
Mhm.
A quick mount, if you will. Winnie is probably small enough to mount 80 right now.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's totally fine. Very easily done.
Hmm.
Yeah, sure. So you race back to the safety of the central chamber, just fine. However, you can hear that clicking much louder now in the hallway that you just left.
All right. 80 is going to say, um, there are 2 spiders and 2 monsters.
Yeah,
Things.
scary.
Hello, JC.
They're coming for us.
Told you not to move the rocks.
I didn't know there was gonna be shit back here. All right. Everyone, we should be worried.
Um,
Look alive. Something's gonna come through these
How you doing
hallways.
today, JC?
If
Right.
any of y'all wanna like do something that attacks in a line, that would be perfect right now.
I don't think I can stay up. I'm sorry,
That's so
guys, but
valid. It's
I
okay.
literally
That's
can't.
okay.
You are
Like
totally okay.
you know when you get so really tired that
Mhm.
you can't breathe. That's how I'm
Yeah.
feeling. I need to go lay
Fair
down or
enough.
I'm gonna pass away.
That's
So
totally
feel
okay. Go
free
relax.
to fight some spiders without me. Lyriana hates spiders, but use her as a heal bot if you need to. Don't let anyone die.
For real.
Okay.
Go
Otherwise,
relax.
Take care. Have a
that's
good
Bye, Kara.
sleep.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh yeah.
Or Kira. Um. All right. We should prepare to fight in a hallway.
Are you talking
What
about
is
a
the teaching
hall
girl say?
brawl?
Hell yeah.
Oh, bro.
Can we get some rat
Talk about
battle
a
up in
hall
this bitch?
pass.
Give me the rat
Yes,
battle.
you can. I need you guys to roll me initiative.
Let's go, Widowy.
Henny.
Widower?
15 for Xander and 80.
There's our favorite music of all time.
Let's
Perfect.
go.
I
Wat?
got what to
Is that a
do.
wat battle?
What am I gonna do? What can I do?
Here, here,
Shoot
please.
'em. All right, here now, and I got ads. How dare you? I'm so sorry. Okay, I killed the ad. There you go. I try really hard to keep my ads separate. I recently like expanded the limit, so they do last for 3 minutes, but it gives you a good break time, and that way you
Yeah.
don't get
There you go.
pre-rolls.
Yeah.
I got 19.
Pre-rolls.
19. Let's go. I'll roll for questions. Did you have her? And she's like a monk.
Right.
She got a
question, that's right.
9. And if you want to
Is it
add these
question with
here,
an S? Questions.
No, it's just question, like the word
Okay.
question. Yep.
Okay.
And the spiders got a 15 and a 17, respectfully.
What's the dex on the spiders?
Next on the spiders is. Let me pull up giant spider. We love a good giant spider.
Giant
we?
spider.
I do. They're silly. Don't say sorry. Get that money, girl. Thank you. All right, let's see. Their dex is a 16.
Okay, so faster than Xander. 15. Okay, there we go.
Spoder 1, Spoder 2. Love that for you.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Alright.
And the drow, that I definitely don't know the actual name of the monster for
Rider.
metagaming reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not. They're just riding them.
No, they're driders.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
heard rider. I
No,
was
no,
gonna
no.
say
Rider.
yeah, rider.
I barely know
I
her.
hardly know her.
Yeah, they're not in initiative yet.
No,
Okay.
they are out of range.
Alrighty, Winnie, it's your go. Oh wait, we need to roll for Liriana.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
rolled
yeah,
a
yeah.
20.
For Liriana, damn. Oh, and you rolled a 20. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Okay, 20. Not 20. Damn. Uh, Tith, and then can someone roll for Liriana? I don't know what her dex is.
I have her
Ew.
sheet, so hold on.
Okay.
Let me crack that baby open. I got all your sheets to some degree. Documents.
Drew, you have to support us in spirit.
Oh, I'm 100% supporting you in spirit. Don't even worry.
Yeah.
Or I thought I did. Oh yeah, this is a new computer. Hold on. Gotta love
I just
it.
gotta say, I don't like whatever this is.
Yeah, you're gonna find
I
out
love
real
that.
fucking quick. So we're gonna, since there's only like 2 separate groups, we're just gonna swap back and forth between you guys while we can.
Yeah.
Let me check. I should have sheet. There she is, Liriana Beloved. So she's gonna be a little bit. Oh no, you guys have leveled up since then.
Yeah.
She sent me a sheet a while ago.
Honestly, just roll a d20 for her. And then
I just
give
did.
her. Oh, what'd you get?
A 2.
A 2? Okay. Just because then you can just use spells you think that she would use.
Yeah.
And you can look up how many spell slots that they have.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know
just gonna
she's
have
used
to-
one level 1 spell, or no, level 2. She used one level 2 spell when
Mhm.
we were entering because she used Guiding Bolt.
Yeah. This is literally her cleric level 1 sheet. Oh no. Okay, you know, we'll work with
It'll
it.
be fine. We'll figure
We'll
it out.
work with it. We'll work with it. She does not have 11 health. We will be fine.
Oh, she has the
Okay.
same amount of health I do. She has 50.
Okay,
I do
cool.
know that.
Noted. Let me see if I can change this actually. Can I? No, I can't. I don't have a PDF editor, so it's fine. Okay. I at least know some of the spells she has available, so. Right. Either way, Tith goes first.
Okay. I am gonna try something new.
Ooh.
I can see the spider, right?
If we get in
Yeah.
line,
If you get in the line of sight, then yeah.
you can go
There's-
here, you can
Okay.
go here.
That's within around 30 feet, you'd say?
Mhm.
Let me double
That's
check.
within 30 feet to this one.
Yep.
Perfect. Love that. I'm gonna cast Infestation on it.
Oh,
Ooh, very fun.
Yeah, just to,
classy.
try something new. I feel like fire would be the most most optimal, but I simply don't want to.
Real.
Um,
Also, happy
Valid.
birthday, Shork.
yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Short,
birthday.
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
Bet. Let me roll. They got a 2.
Takes 1d6 poison damage unless you're at the 5th level, which is 2d6.
There you go.
Ooh.
And they move 5 feet in a random direction.
And they
So
move
you
5
can
feet in a
shove it
random
backwards,
direction.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
do that.
Thank you for the hydrate and the unshrimp. I'll stretch.
Base
Sure.
as fuck, Shork.
So what does it look like as you shoot this poison at this spider?
Okay. Y'all have heard the plagues in the Bible.
Shit.
Yeah.
Imagine a swarm of locusts just like going to
Ooh.
town on this spider.
I love that.
They're taking pieces off of the spider in little bites.
Ooh.
And just swarming all around and going crazy.
That's really queasy.
That's
That
literally
sounds
crazy.
awful.
That's what
God.
they're doing.
I
Doesn't
love
it?
it.
The spider's losing eyeballs and shit out here.
Yeah. The spider begins to flail, and it is going to move 5 feet backwards, as it kind of swats its front legs and starts hissing, and it's trying to swat at these locusts, and it's to no avail. It is taking damage. Do you have any bonus actions you would like to use, or bonus action spells?
I feel like it fitting in kind. In nature of my attack, I'm
Mhm.
going to use another new thing that I got.
Ooh,
Hey yo. Um,
Sander.
I'm going to use a cloak of flies
Ooh.
to
Ooh.
give myself a nice little aura of buzzing flies.
I gotta say, the spells that you've had so far, like I've seen them before, but I've never used them. And it's so cool to just have like a vibe of infestation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See?
That's so cool.
That's character building, yeah.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
That's character
love it.
I've had
development.
enough character building, thank you.
No, I fucking love it. Sure. So what does Cloak of Flies do for you?
The aura grants you advantage on charisma intimidation checks, but disadvantage on all other charisma checks. Any other creature that starts its turn in the aura takes poison damage equal to your charisma modifier.
That is so sexy. Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that for you. Sure.
Or I'm gonna
So
back away.
yeah, go right ahead. That brings us to Winnie.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You might be the only one who's able to reach the spiders right now.
How far is this?
So that is like 35 feet from the start of the tunnel. 40 feet from where you're at.
Which you definitely can reach because you're a monk.
Thanks
My
to the
only
pickle jar
thing
time.
is that I don't want to like send her in there and now she's front
The only
face.
one?
Okay, sure,
Yeah,
no problem.
because she may have all the attack, but she's not a tank.
Yeah.
I don't want her like front line.
You could
I
hold your action because
I
they're going to be coming up here.
I I have a light crossbow. I could just pew.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you could, yeah. You could step up and just do a little shoot.
don't
Like,
you
Winnie,
have
take a
something
shot.
that's ranged, Patty? Aren't
Oh
you
yeah.
a fist of like the North Star or whatever?
Ooh.
Can't you
I don't
shoot
know.
some
Four elements?
magic out?
Uh,
Fist of the rising sun? Fist of the imploding sun? I don't know. Something
The
sun-based.
Fist of Japan.
Fist of your mother?
Get it? Because rising sun. Haha, Japan playing the rising sun.
I thought I actually I don't remember which one you actually ended up going with because I know you were looking at one that gave you a ranged ability.
I forgot what it was called.
That would
It
be
write
like you are
down.
4 elements monk, right?
No, I think you're a rune carver monk, right?
Oh right.
Oh, it
Rune
was
carver,
you
yeah.
went with rune carver. That's it. Never mind.
No, a rune carver is just a background. Hold on,
Is it? Okay.
hold on. If I look at the things, I'll be able to pick out which one I actually picked.
Also, our music stopped. Hold on. Why did Rat Battle stop?
Way of the Norse, more like.
Sun Soul,
Oh, Sun Soul.
I
Yeah,
could hate
yeah. Because
that.
I have Radiant
Ooh.
Sunbolt.
Radiant Sunbolt.
That's such a cool monk subclass.
I knew you had some shenaniganry.
Mhm.
My mind is an enigma that traps random knowledge, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast.
Yeah.
Real as fuck.
That isn't real.
You have to get 1 square closer, Winnie.
What'd I do?
You have to get a square closer if you want to use your ability.
Oh, for Sunbolt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm reading my features. Make sure. How often can I cast Sunbolt? Is this just once per long rest?
When you make the attack, use a special attack part of it. You can spend 1 key point.
Oh, key point.
Oh wait,
Okay.
no, wait. No, it's just an attack option. A special attack is a spell attack range with 30 feet. If you want to use
Oh, if I want to use it
twice as a bonus action, you have to spend a key point. But other than that, it is a free ranged option you get. You don't have to spend anything, and you can use it. You can use it every turn.
That's so badass.
Yeah, that's awesome.
can be.
Firing the pure happiness of Winnie's soul at her enemies.
Wait, so then how does this work with like extra attack?
And when you gain
Like
extra
flurry of
attack
blow-
feature, this special attack can be
It-
used for
yeah,
any
it
of the
does it
attacks you
too.
can make as part of the attack action.
But then I can't use it twice for
You
that
can.
instant?
You
Or
can
I
use it
can't.
twice.
You use it as
Yeah,
a
and
bonus
it also-
action as well.
It also functions as flurry of blows.
Yeah.
So you basically can swap out any attack you make with this.
Oh. Okay, so what if I attack once with the crossbow and attack another with a sunbolt?
You can do that.
You can do that.
Yep.
Okay, let's try that. I'll do
Bet.
the light crossbow first.
All right,
that's the
roll to
wrong
hit.
dice. That is a
Are you
16
shooting
to
this
hit.
one?
Yeah, whichever one's in front. No. Oh.
That hits.
Oh. Go. And then damage.
Oh.
By
Yeah.
whoever that was.
15.
I think that was Kira getting kicked out.
Mm.
Oh, that's real. That's 15 damage?
Yeah.
That or
Jesus Christ.
Jace.
Okay.
I know Jace was in here earlier.
I can always check my screen really quick. Yeah, Jace is not in there anymore.
Mm.
Neither is Kira, but I think Kira left earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Chase. Anyway, yeah, sure. As a spider is fighting off all of these locusts and struggling to get a grip on what's happening, you shoot it right between the eyes. And this
Yay.
bolt lodges in its pedipalps and it screeches.
Okay, now we're
It
gonna
is still
sunbolt.
alive, but it looks very bad.
What do I roll for sunbolt?
1d4. Or okay, so it looks like
Wait, at first I have to roll for attack, right?
yeah. So roll a d20, add proficiency and dexterity.
Efficiency and dexterity.
That's probably 5,
Um,
6, 7 if your
What is this for?
dexterity is +5. Rolling to
Sunbolt.
hit with Sunbolt.
Oh, it's the same as your monk attacks. It's the exact same.
14.
Like you could roll a normal punch attack and it'll be the exact same modifiers.
Oh, okay.
A 14 does hit, by the way.
Yar.
You pretty much just
Also,
got a
these are
ranged
all
punch.
radiant damage.
Lovely. I love radiant damage.
Did I roll a d4?
It shouldn't be a D4. It should be whatever your new monk die is,
Oh,
which I believe is a D6 now.
should say it in here, right? Yeah, d6.
Yeah.
And then add the same modifiers to that?
Yep.
Yeah, so add your dexterity to it.
Do I add in the proficiency bonus?
No,
to it, or
proficiency's
no?
just a hit.
No.
Oh, okay, so 7.
Fantastic. So you hit this thing with a radiant bolt of light, and it glistens unnaturally because this place has been dark for so long that it lights up the halls, and you see this perfectly cut obsidian light up with a big whoosh. And as it hits the spider, it is absolutely eviscerated in front of its friend.
Lovely.
The other spider
Yay.
hisses, spits at you. So,
Winnie backs away.
smart. Let me see, how fast can these little guys move? Sure. So Spider 1 is now dead. Spider 2 takes one look at the lot of you and flies into a little bit of a little angry little spider rage. He is going to start scuttling rapidly towards you. And as he does, he starts to skitter on the walls. Now that he
Not
is
for long.
within yeah, not for long. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay. So he rushes towards you, and he is going to attempt to web the first person he sees, which happens to be Xander, because you were
Yep.
standing in the opening. So let's
Try
see.
me, bitch.
Oh, that's a 6 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Nope. That definitely doesn't hit.
Yeah, he scrambles over his buddy's body, and like the locusts are still in the air, and he completely whoops it, and this web shoots right past you and sticks to the wall nearby.
Can I do a
Um,
cool thing?
Yeah,
Unless he's got multi-attack, because then I'll
he
wait.
does not.
Okay. My turn. The web that shoots past Xander, he's going to grab the web, assuming
Mhm.
it's a little bit thicker than a usual web,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to wrap it around his hand a few times and yank the spider into him, but he's basically just going to move for mechanical reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, that's pretty badass. So I will allow you to do it.
Hell yeah.
You wrangle
Can I
this
actually
spider.
yank him? Can
Yeah, you can
I
yank him.
pull him to me? Sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me Goink. So you literally
Lovely.
grab this spider by the web and yank him forward. And he hisses in shock as you drag him backwards down the hallway. So he is now kind of facing the opposite direction.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm going so its thorax is in
Good
front
job,
of me
Winnie.
then, right?
Correct.
I am going to put my longsword into its web hole.
Ooh.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Violence.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for that, and I get to do it 2 times.
Awful.
Yeah. My first is 11 to hit, which I don't think hits.
It does not.
Okay. It's squirming. The second time I got a 25. I think that does hit.
That does hit. Yeah.
And
So you
I'm
shove your
going,
sword into its thorax.
yeah, which does 13 damage.
Jesus.
And then 80, who gets, I believe a flanking bonus. Is this considered flanking?
Yeah, you two are flanking, and you've got the rest of your party flanking you as well, so.
Lovely. 80 is going to use her bite to try and tear off one of the legs.
Ooh,
Yeah, these guys play dirty.
savages.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll to hit. She got a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Can someone roll me 2d6?
I got you.
Or wait,
Okay.
it's 3d6 now.
3, alright. That's 9.
Let's go. Oh, total?
Yep, that's 9 total.
Okay, and then plus 2. So 11 damage.
Damn.
Nice. Yeah. You guys essentially just skewer and fillet this thing as 80 goes a little berserk and decides, fuck yeah,
Oh
I
my
like
God,
the
hi,
taste
Avi.
of spider, and starts
Go start
chomping
tight.
and tearing into it. And this spider is also defeated.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons,
Rip
and
and
we're also
tear until
playing
it's done.
Satisfactory.
Let's go.
Literally. And I will slowly fade the rat battle into the distance for now, as we cut over to Droop and Aloysia, our unlikely party members. So Aloysia, uninterested, is going to move into the room around the corner to investigate.
Okay.
I will now drop the ruse.
I'll follow her. Try to make conversation.
In fact, she hardly even addresses you as she wanders ahead.
Oh. Hey, aloe vera.
Welcome back, Winnie.
So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
y'all
lie,
skewered
you're
two
pretty
spiders.
shady.
Also, are you muted, Nuggets?
Oh, I am muted. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was like, he's surprisingly silent.
So aloe vera, you're shady. I'm shady. What are you doing here? The actual
The
reason.
name's Aloysia, and I did not lie when I said I was here for a altar to the Changebringer.
Well, that's fair, but what's this altar got to do with you?
I'm somewhat of a
Hi, Raiders.
historian and a scholar. This is a very ancient place, you know?
Well, yeah, but what story has got to tell you specifically? I ain't no rube. The other ones you may have gotten past, but listen, between you and me, I'm down for a little shenaniganry. I'm down if you're here to take something from this place and, hawk it or something, evil shenaniganry. I'm not
She
calling
kind
it
of
evil,
gives
but...
you a little bit of a side eye and raises an eyebrow intrigued. Why don't you roll me persuasion?
All right, you got it. Good thing I'm a charisma-based class. Oh, wait, no, I'm an intellect-based class. Fuck.
Study boobies. Thanks, Santa. You guys can hardly see in the game chat behind me.
What are my charisma is? Oh wait, no, I have charisma. Okay, dirty 20.
Yeah.
I thought it was
A
gonna be like a
dirty 20.
-2. So I'm like, oh shit, why am I intellect-based class? But I
Fantastic.
forgot, I'm half a warlock.
Yeah, literally. So as Aloysia
How was?
sits a little
Did you
bit
guys
further
just do
into the
more
room
Mortis
to kind of
trials?
study the statues at the farther corner, she looks kind of amused. Well, I really am not lying when I said that I did come here for the altar of the Changebringer, but
Oh no, I fully believed you, but I also felt like there's some other stuff with this altar, right? It's not just I'm gonna come look at this altar and be like, wow, history. There's some physical matters to it, ain't there?
indeed. Aloysia looks very intrigued by you. I, as anyone does, thirst for both knowledge and power.
That's fair.
That's why I work for a group called the Consortium.
Okay. Have I ever heard of consortium being from Jagao? Did we say I'm from
No.
Jagao? I'm from
You are
somewhere.
you're around the area of
Yeah.
Jagao. But she shakes her head. You would not have heard of the consortium here.
Okay. What's their goals? Because, I mean, I'm down for knowledge and power. Mainly knowledge, because, you know, unfortunately, if you're anything like me, there's not very many intellectuals around. I may not seem it, but I'll once I get an idea, I'll spark it to life.
No, I can sense that. You might be a little chaotic, and I feel like a
Hell
lot
yeah,
of
all the
people
rewards, let's go.
underestimate you for that reason. But you are also a scholar in your own way.
At one point,
And
I was.
as she looks over one of the statues, she continues talking to you. I am a mage of sorts myself. I
Figure.
delve in magic, and one thing that the consortium is quite interested in is a mineral known as ruidium.
All
Have
right.
you heard of it?
Have I heard of rubidium? Rubidium.
Roll me history.
Ooh, history. Ooh. That's gonna be a. Oh wait, I have a +7 in history. 17.
17 is not bad. Rubidium for her pleasure. Thanks, Xander. I hate you. So she turns to address you. And the room is dead silent as you two are the only ones here, and it's almost oddly disconcerting. But she seems surprisingly at ease.
I'm a man of the
Rubidium
people.
is
What can I say?
a known magical substance from where I'm from that a mage can use to greatly expand their magic abilities.
Now, when
Past-
you say you're from, where are you from? Because you're obviously not from around here. You're not from, you know, continents below, are you? You're not from, like, Rexentrum or any of the fucking
Oh,
uppy
no,
toity
no.
places, right?
Not at all. I'm
Alright.
from Ankarel.
Okay.
That's where I do most of my dealings, and I was sent here on a mission to look for this mineral. It's known to spring up where there's been touches of the calamity. I'm sure you know about the calamity, correct?
Well, I know history bits. I know the lore of it. I don't know many other things. That was kind of Liriana's thing. She knew a lot more of the religious part. I was more interested in, well, like you're saying, the aspects of knowledge and power of it.
Correct. She's also very well learned.
It is a butter
from
knife.
what I've read.
She's well learned, but I don't know. Street smart wise, I don't know. She got robbed in like an inn, so
She chuckles a little bit to herself when you say that. Understandable. You know, they always say you're either book smart or street smart, and
and I'm
neither in
both.
between. Correct. But yes, that's what I'm truly here for. It is said that it might possibly be found at this altar to the Changebringer deep within the Rise, as this is very important to the time of the calamity.
That's very fair. Now, I got an off the collar question. Well, not really off the collar, more off topic. Can rubidium help repair a arcane engine using mana spark, or is that a? I don't know precisely what I can do with it. Just curious if the Sorsham would be willing to spare some if it can help me.
He looks intrigued that you are so intrigued with her line of work. But she kind of shrugs and nods. From what I know, I've seen Ruidium do fantastical things. It, as I did say aforementioned, it does greatly expand one's magical capabilities. So I imagine if you were to plot even just a tiny shard of it into this, what was it, arcane engine of yours?
Yeah.
The results would be extraordinary.
Interesting. I wonder if I can. Well, of course, I don't want to take any from you, because if that's is that the reason why you're here, I'm not gonna steal your goods. But I could make an almost like engraving of it using fine lines and ancient gobbledygook and whatnot. I wonder if I
Mhm.
can, save on resource, but still expand on power just the same. But well,
I imagine you could do something.
it's not embroidery. What's metal embroidery? I don't remember what that word is. That's leaving my mind. What is the metal version of embroidery? Embroidery. My R. It's clocks are coming back. I hate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say welding.
Welding, embroidery. Not welding. It's like inlay. Inlay. That's what it is. Thank you, Faye.
Yeah. Embedding items and inlays.
Yeah.
Give me
But-
1 second. Can you? So I just got a message from my boss, and it's very important. Can you give me my wallet really quick, honey bunny?
You are okay.
She needs this for payroll, and I want to get paid. So.
Yeah, especially for that. Go do that. That takes precedent.
Exactly. All right, let me take a. She's gonna get a picture of my photo ID in a D&D book, but I hope that's fine.
Hey, maybe she'll be like, hey.
She's just like, hey, you play
Hello,
D&D
other
too?" No, I
nugget.
doubt it. I highly doubt it, but it'd be funny. All right, let me grab that.
I'm playing Satisfactory, and we're also playing D&D.
Info for payroll.
Wiener.
Yes.
Yes. Aloysia, part of the consortium
Yep, consortium. The full name is the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream.
of Million Dream. Looking
There you go.
for rubidium.
Ruidium. No B.
Oh,
It's okay.
I was like thinking, yeah, it's just like the moon, Ruibus. My God.
It's just like the moon here, which is Ruidus, actually.
Iridium. There we go.
Wuidium, is it red? Yes, it is.
Ruidium.
Is it Uwuidium?
Is it ooh? Hold on.
Uwuidium?
Uwuridium.
Uwuidium?
Uwudium?
Uwuidium?
There we go. Wait, hold on.
So sorry, chat.
Uwudium. Official name.
Fantastic. But no, you see Aloysia actually offer you a genuine smile for a moment. Regardless of whether or not we find Ruidium at the end of this rise, I could always very willingly take you back to my other cohorts, and we could probably work something out.
Very fair. I mean, I kind of got to stick with these knuckleheads. Because I'm kind of the brains of the operation. I stay quiet a lot, and I kind of seem dumb. I eat trash sandwiches because, well, one, trash sandwiches are great. And two, throw them off the sand. But I think that'd be interesting.
Of course, of course. Well, they're also welcome to come along.
Yeah. Well, let's get to it, shall we? See what kind of... I mean, they're probably having a breeze of the time. They took the easy path. I wanted to take the, the path less traveled. And I kind of wanted to die just a little bit, but that was in the back of the mind,
She laughs a little at that and shrugs. Don't we all? And then she looks at the statues in front of her. So, this room that you entered is a large chamber that reeks of death and incense. To the west is an open archway that leads into a small
and
side
I've worked
room.
less than 9 hours.
And
Take
to
care
the
and have
north
fun.
is
By the
a
way, Brundle
hallway
Sunset
flanked by two
Sunset Run
statues
is
of
always
swollen,
awesome to see.
worm-bodied
Hell yeah.
abominations.
Have a great night,
Each with
Avi.
3 arms and a hairless
Have a
head
great
of a
night.
howling,
Thank you for the
fang-toothed
games earlier, too.
man wearing a crown of black spikes.
Interesting.
The hallway past these statues is lined with dozens of curved, quivering blades and ends at a double door. And mounted above that double door is an 8-inch tall canister made of translucent crystal.
Huh. Fun fact, Quivering Blade was my nickname in high school.
I love that for you. You're
Okay.
good, Whitney. We'll wait for you. Don't worry. Well, not wait for you, but like we'll expect you back. She reaches out and touches one of these statues, one of these three-armed statues, and hums to herself.
Now, what do you think? I mean, you seem to have a lot more knowledge of this place than I do.
Yes, well, I did say I was quite learned when it comes to this specific subject,
Fair.
this calamity, so to speak. So, they're statues of the crawling king, a god of enslavement and torture.
Oh, fun.
Very. She kind of rolls her eyes, unamused. Do either, I know that she might, but do you read Undercommon by chance?
Oh.
What are your learned languages?
I only have Common and Goblin, unfortunately.
Real. Okay. So, let me roll a luck die and see if she knows Undercommon or not. She does. So as she's looking around, Aloysia pauses. And on the floor between the two of you by these statues, there is a scrawling, surprisingly beautiful script etched into the stone. And she reads it aloud to you. Revel in the pain you inflict on others. Relish the pain you suffer yourself as an offering to the crawling king.
That's
How poetic.
unfortunate. I already know what that means. I mean, an idiot would have to not understand that.
She looks ahead at the bladed walls and looks back to you. It doesn't appear this is going to be very fun.
Oh, no, I wasn't expecting fun, but, you know, the best paths usually aren't fun.
She nods. The corridor in front of you, with those twitching blades protruding from the walls, as you look forward through the hall, despite all of the blood-stained floors, there's also this dim burgundy glow suffusing the entire corridor. It kind of illuminates every razor-sharp end and every bit of metal as dark fluid is pouring slowly into the canister above that double door. But it's just mere drops. The blood is fresh.
Now, the question is, who the hell was here before us?
It could also possibly be an enchantment. This blood could have been here from hundreds of years ago.
I want to take a sample if it is. It'd be important. What? Well, shall we?
We shall. She's going to step up to look a little bit further at this hallway. If you would like, you could make me. Okay, not yet. Sure. So you expand further into the room and examine this corridor, and Aloysia seems to hesitate for a moment.
What are you thinking? Not scared, are you?
Well, a little. Regardless of whether or not this blood is fresh, those blades are not, and if they didn't kill you, disease surely could.
Fair, but we find Liriana in the other room. We should be fine.
You do have a point.
Worst case scenario, too, I do have potions of healing. I also have
suppose that would
Gloomstalker
be-
Shadow. I don't know if it'll help.
Ah, possibly not in this situation. However, that is quite useful and sells really well on the market.
Good to know.
She's going to take the first couple steps into this corridor. And then I'm going to roll a dexterity saving throw for her. Fantastic. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Yep. So as she steps into this hall, almost immediately you watch as the floor pitches to one side. And she tries to catch herself and runs a little closer to the other side in an attempt to balance it out. But no matter how you dice it, this floor just tilts in the direction that the weight applies. So you end up watching as Aloysia slides towards one wall and like slams her hands out, trying to grasp for the wall above the blades, and she manages as
Oh.
they're just long enough to reach. But the blades do slice into her arms and she grimaces. And blood begins to run down her arms and soak her reddened cloak.
Can I see
And
that
you
canister
hear-
on the end? Is it filling?
Yes, you can. And it is.
Mmm. Huh.
Well, that didn't go exactly as planned.
The question is the floor magic? Or is it just on a pivot system?
I wouldn't be able to tell from here, unfortunately.
How full is the canister currently from what happened?
Let me roll really quick. 16. It's about like a little less than a quarter of the way full.
Okay. See. How much is a greater healing potion heal? 4d4. Is that correct?
That should be yes.
All right. I would like to take out the greater healing potion, uncork it, and hold it in my hand. I'd like to ready that action. And I'd like to run down the corridor, and I would like to fail my dexterity save throw.
Oh, okay. Let me really quick. Burned up in a fire. I gotta give her my birth certificate too. Jeez Louise.
Fair.
Getting a new job is fun. Oh wait, no, I do. Okay, so you fail your dexterity saving throw. Let me roll damage.
Because the issue
Which
is,
health do you have?
I have 23, but as soon as I hit the blades, I want to drink the potion.
Smart. Okay, go ahead and roll me for your potion die.
Okay. Okay. 15 points of healing.
Fantastic. Okay. With that, I gotta do math. I'm doing math and juggling this. Hold on.
If you want to take care of that first.
No, you're good. You only take 8 points of damage. Because guess who rolled up to 23 points of damage? You would have been in saving throws.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, as you maneuver into the hallway, you could choose which side you're on and how far you made it. Inevitably, you do also come to the blades, and they slice into your back, and it's painful and it's uncomfortable, and it feels very raw because these blades aren't necessarily sharp. Some of them are a little older,
Jagged, dull.
jagged, yeah, as they have been through it before. But you stomach it like a champ, and you make it through, and you only take those 8 points of damage. It feels almost for a second like being resuscitated, almost as if you were so close to death that you get shocked back to life, and you are bleeding immensely.
Oh! Yeah, I haven't felt like this since I found that funny drink in the trash. Ah!
Aloysia looks a little bit concerned as she watches you almost black out and then just shock right back to it.
How much blood did that put into the canister?
It is over halfway full.
Okay. All right, Aloysia. You're up.
She looks uncomfortably to you. Sure. I've got nothing else to lose. And then you watch as she maneuvers one of those arms that she had caught on the wall, slightly downward. She bends at the elbow, and a long, thin slice, cuts through her arm. And blood pools to the floor, and in the same way that it pivots, this is caught, down below, and it begins to fill this vial a little further. And let me see how much more full it is. Oh shit, that's just short. So, this vial is almost brimming with blood, and Aloysia is beginning to look a little pale.
Are you doing good there?
I never felt better.
Yeah, I assume you didn't. Just getting rid of that potion out of.
I just realized y'all are gonna end up in eventually the same area, and they're gonna show up probably a little beaten, a little bloodied, and then you guys are just drenched in
Masochism blood.
freshly healed wounds. You can only, like, if you wanted to, you could probably literally prick a finger and have enough blood for this.
Okay. Yeah, and me seeing that it's almost full, I would just take my hand and just kind of smack it against one of the blades slightly, just to get like
Just a
a
little boop.
just like a little nick that will still draw
Sure.
some blood.
You'll take only 2 points of damage.
Okay.
But it is enough. As the blood funnels into the floor, it begins to oddly creak and crack as this stone slowly slots back into place and the floor levels itself out. And Aloysia breathes a sigh of relief as she like kind of puts her hands and her wounded arms down at her sides. And this vial, as it's finally filled, it begins to glow. The entire room is filled with that once dim burgundy shade, casting every light around you in red, and the swords glow with this same red light as the doors in front of you begin to slowly creak open.
All right, not that bad. See, we're fine. And can I toss her just a potion of?
Yeah, sure. You toss her a little potion of healing, and she'll uncap it with shaking hands and slowly take a sip.
You want a part of a meat pie? It makes me always feel better.
That would be wonderful.
And I take out the half-eaten meat pie I have and crack it, into fourths. I give her a fourth, and I eat a fourth.
Sure. And you guys share meat pies as this room is opened in front of you, revealing a long, winding staircase downward into the obsidian halls and the depths of the rise.
All right, shall we?
we shall. Back to the other group.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yippee! All right,
So
team.
standing alone, having demolished 2 spiders, you could still hear
No,
a
did you like the fact I
distant
told Charo she's
clicking
doing
and
a
a
pre-stream, so I
harmonious
muted her
hum
anyways?
coming from
That was
hall
pretty
in
funny.
front of
That
you.
was a good funny, haha.
All right, team.
No fucking
We-
thank you.
Oh, come on. It's two little guys.
Little guys. These guys are massive.
Wow, massive schmassive. How many of us
I
are
don't
there?
like-
There's 6 people here.
That ticking sound it just spells bad news.
Listen, all we gotta do is get them into the hallway and fuck them up a little bit. I think, okay, this is just me, but usually the path that's the most risky has the best reward. I'm willing to take a decent beating if it means that we get more out of this.
Speaking of rewards, can I loot anything off of the dead spiders?
You could take their legs or venom if you have any vials or potion bottles, or your canteen if you want to empty your water.
Yeah, and
Someone
their
gonna
venom
share their
sacks are
water with
full
me?
as hell because they did nothing to us.
Careful there, Xander. You might incur the wrath.
Yeah. I sure as hell hope so.
I'm
I'm
gonna
itching
jump
for
on
a
my
real
canteen
fight.
and take their venom.
Fantastic. Water is for losers anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
You need water. You're a wimp.
I drink straight venom out of my 4150.
Drinking straight
Let me
spider
see.
venom. That's the feeling of driving a
gonna-
Ford F-150.
What
Yeah.
kind of poison do I want to give you? Let's see.
Wiener poison.
No.
Pinors.
Pinors.
Norse jelly sandwich.
That's squeezy.
Okay. Okay, so there's not actually anything specific for like spider venom. So we're gonna treat it like one of the cheaper poisons that you can get on the market. So you can add
Cheaper
a
ones?
vial. Yeah, one of the cheaper ones. Because these are just normal giant spiders. So
Okay, that's fair.
you can add. There's this item called Assassin's Blood. It's an ingested poison, so you can mix it into things.
Okay.
Oh, so they're poisonous and venomous.
Mm-hmm.
That's squeezy.
It can do 1d12 poison damage, and they would
Wait,
be
what does
poisoned
that
for
mean?
24 hours.
What does that mean for 80 right now?
Smiley face. Anyway,
Does she have to roll a con save?
you're good for now. Don't worry about it.
Wait. Oh no,
Hey,
that's acid. Never mind. 80's acid. I thought 80 was poison.
Yeah. No, she's an acid
An
dragon.
acid dragon.
Acid dragon.
Acid.
Can I get high off of 80's acid?
Yo, 80, spit some acid in my mouth, bro. I want a fucking grip.
I mean, I feel like you'll trip forever because she'll melt your brain matter. So
Oh yeah, brother, forever trip.
What's
Real.
the difference?
yeah, I
Real.
guess, yeah.
But you do
You
have
wanna-
2 options. So you
Acidic
could go.
lobotomy.
You could go down the hallway to your right, which definitely has 2 driders in it. Or you could go down the hallway in front of you that you had unlocked a bit ago and have not explored yet. Your choice.
I think we should fight these big spiders because guess what? They're gonna have better poison for you,
That's true.
and when they got some big fuckers, they're guarding something valuable.
I could go for more poison.
And they could have gold and shit too. Also, question.
Answer. Oh. Person.
Question the person.
She is currently holding her staff close and looks to you a little nervously. Yeah?
You never entered the temple or whatever this place is, right?
No, I've never been here before.
Okay. Listen, all I'm saying is there were some cocoons sighted. And what are the cocoons for? People.
Yeah, prey usually for spiders.
Right. But they didn't look bitten into as far as I saw. So they haven't emulsified yet. We need to make sure that your folks aren't in those cocoons.
She kind of looks to you, and her eyes do light up when she realizes what you're saying. I want you to roll me persuasion.
Alrighty. This is one of my big things. Come
Mhm.
on. Ooh, 13?
Yeah, you're playing to her emotions as well. So let me see. She rolled a 4. So
Okay, let's
Womp
go.
womp.
question although she looks very nervous, she kind of steels herself up and you see her square up a little bit and nod. Yeah, it's best we at least know what happened to them, if anything.
And don't worry, I'll be going first. 80 will be behind me. Okay, I'll lead the charge. Y'all stay behind me and cover my ass.
Deal.
All right. I trust you.
Winnie, are you okay with this?
Yeah, Ink, it's D&D night. We're
I think
back
she's still
on.
gone, because
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
Patty
go.
said BRB.
I can go check.
It's okay if she's busy.
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
just
no
go check.
worries. Onward.
Onward and upward.
We are gonna be the tiniest bit stealthy if possible.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me stealth for the front of the line.
Yeah, so Xander is not a stealthy guy at all. In fact, he
Mhm.
has disadvantage on his stealth.
I love that for you.
I'm still covered in
Yeah.
bugs. The cloak of flies.
Yeah, you're buggy.
I'm
So
buggy.
Xander got a 7.
I love that for you.
And
Yeah,
80 got a 6.
I do love that for you.
Nice
So,
job.
it's
Dang.
less that it's not that you're
I'll be
not
right back, stream.
trying, because you definitely are. You're putting in all of your effort to be as quiet as possible, but this is a completely otherwise desolate temple. And other than the humming you hear coming distantly through that hall, there's only the sound of your clattering armor. And 80's wings, as much as she tries to keep them folded politely to her back, keep brushing up against webs on either side of the wall as she tries to press up against them and like look more like a shadow, right?
Yeah.
So the thought's there, it just does not work. So by the time that you get to the room, the humming has stopped, and there are two sets of crimson eyes directed at you.
I
And
have dark vision, so I can see them.
yeah,
I do have dark vision.
two very tall armored driders are staring back at you. And I will need you
That's what I need to do.
to roll me initiative. Yeah,
I
I
got a
pulled up their
12.
little sheet.
Get some spooky battle music.
I will.
17.
Okay.
The driders got a 16 and a 19.
Okay.
Let me
Love
see.
that.
I don't remember what this one sounds like, so let me check really quick.
And you said you got an 18, Tiff?
17.
Oh, okay.
What's this one sound like?
Ooh.
It's like very atmospheric, but it's not the music that I want.
Can we get a Lyriana roll and a question roll?
You got it. Lyriana got an 8.
Okay.
Question got a 16.
Nice. What's questions dexterity?
I think she actually has a stat block. Either she does or she doesn't, but there are stat blocks for people like her, so I got it. Ba-da-da-ba. Let me see. Here they are. Okay. Her dex is a 16.
Okay, what about the Drider?
Drider dex is a 16.
They have to do rollies.
They do gotta do rollies. Let me roll. Drider got a 10. Question got an 11. So question goes first.
Perfect.
I think
And
I'm gonna
then
keep the
we need-
creepiness in the background, but I need a song.
Creepy.
I wish you could play something from like Bloodborne.
Right?
That'd be so cool. We also need a roll for Patty.
Yeah.
Patty, come back. Ah. Patty, come back.
Blame it
You can
all
blame it all
on
on
me.
me.
I'm assuming she's gonna have a 5 in initiative. She's a dex.
But
You mean
she's
like a
got
+5?
high dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a 20 dex. So
I
she's got
I
a
rolled a
+5.
16 for Patty.
Okay, so that's she goes first.
Okay, that's also scary, but that's not a good song. That's not either. Hold on. Where's like a good battle song?
There's got to be at least like 4 battle songs in the world.
Literally, though. Okay, that one's kind of good, but not really.
What if we just like transcribe rap battle into a minor key?
I wish I could. That was a little spooky.
We'll make quick work of these guys.
I believe in you.
It'll be easy enough. What can they do? Bite me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Cry Havoc, Cultist Tavern.
Just wait until Xander roars at them like a high schooler who's shifting.
Gifting.
Yeah, you know that weird thing that people who think they're wolves do?
Oh.
I'm hulking out, brother.
On all levels except physical, I am a wolf.
She's doing
Yeah.
great for herself, by the way. I'm very proud of her.
The wolf lady?
Yeah.
Good for
Really?
her.
Like,
Also,
unfortunately, they don't have a lot that are labeled battle music. Oh, that's badass. We're adding that to the game. That's way too much for this, but I mean, like, it's so good.
we could all put on our own just for this fight.
True. True.
So you could pick one from YouTube to use on stream.
Oh, I just found a good one. It took me a while.
Yippee!
Here we go. Let me turn it down a little bit because it seems like it might be a little loud.
Yeah, I hear it. Exciting. Let's go.
Fantastic. So Winnie's first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Winnie's token is far away from us currently.
Let me scooch him. I'll scooch him all. And Tiny Tiff. There we go.
Tiny tip.
Tiny tits.
Okay.
I'm just a baby.
You're just a
Just a
little
real
fella.
guy.
Alright. That's 20 feet. Are we attacking them?
Yes.
Okay, Patty will just shoot a radiant shenaniganry at this guy.
Let's go.
20 or 13 plus user proficiency 15, dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
And then a d6 one on the damage, unfortunately. A d6 plus 5 for dexterity modifier, 6 points of radiant damage.
And she
Nice.
gets an extra attack.
And she will do it again. That's a little worse. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 misses.
Okay. Fire one off, then whiff the other.
Sure. Fantastic. So, we'll say because of drow anatomy, you see Winnie fire off this bolt of light towards this Drider, and it shrieks, and it's something strangely between humanoid and animal, and it sounds terribly tortured and in pain as this light blasts against its armored chest, and it holds up an arm to shield its eyes.
Interesting.
Also, that's radiant damage. Are they weak
Mhm.
to radiant damage?
They are not naturally. I am making them weak to radiant damage.
Let's go.
Augers. It is then Droder 1's turn.
It is Droder 1's turn.
Droder one.
So
Yeah.
they've got multi-attack. This guy, let me fucking click. Right here. This one.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of rubs at his eyes fiercely for a moment, and then you watch as he draws a long sword, and holds
That's
it above
cute.
his head. And then he's going to rush forward, and he's going to hit. Let me roll between you two. Thank you for the unshrimping and the head pats and the hydrate. Thank you. Hi, Drago. Welcome in. All right. He's gonna rush up
Hello.
to you, Xander, and attempt to hit you with his long sword.
In
So-
Undercommon, I'm gonna say, "Oh, that's a cute toothpick."
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
So it is a 22 to hit.
that does hit.
All right. Let me see. And it does 3 points of piercing damage.
No, that
Um,
hurts so bad for me. Oh no, that's so
I know
scary.
it was
and
pretty
sad.
bad. He kind of plunges it into your shoulder, but it just barely graces off of your armor, so it's more like a nick. It's just 'tis a flesh wound.
Mhm.
And then he's going to attempt to hit you again. That is a 19 to hit.
That does hit as well.
All right. Let's roll again. And that is 8 points of slashing damage.
All right.
So he notices that he can't pierce your armor and instead goes for bringing it crashing down in a big slash across your chest. And that is his turn, which brings us to Tiff.
Let's go. Yeah. Oh. Tiff.
Oh, might have
Sorry,
just muted.
hello. I'm
Oh,
muted.
hello.
Oh.
I was
you're
muted
good.
on my XLR thing.
Real.
I am
Hello.
going to try something new, which is not saying
I
much because
love
everything I do is
stuff
new.
that you're doing. Let's go.
I am going to use my necromancy spell, my Ray of Sickness.
Let's
Nice.
go. In thickness and in depth.
So it's technically like a level 1 spell, right?
Yeah, but you always cast at your level of spell slot, so you do
Right, so it's level 3.
2. Yeah, you do 2 additional dice of whatever damage it does.
So it would be 4d8 or 3d8? Because the base is 2d8 poison damage.
Then if you do it at
48.
level 3, it would be 4, yeah.
Okay, then yeah. That.
But you're
Oh,
upcasting
also-
it to 4th level?
3rd level.
Third level.
fair enough.
Cuz warlock. Also, I hope you remember your spell DC would have gone up by 1. Your spell save DC.
I
Because
don't
your
remember.
proficiency went up by 1. Your proficiency modifier is +3. So make sure that your spell save DC is 1 higher than it was at level 3 and 4.
I honestly
So
don't
it
know
would have
what you're
been
talking
something
about.
like 12 or 13 or 14. Just make sure it's 1 higher than it was. Gotta help the homies out.
We do
I'm
what
trying
we
to
can,
find
brother.
what you're talking about.
Go down
Is
to your
there
Go to
a
your
spell
list of
page.
that on the
page.
thing?
It's on your spell page, so it would be on like the last page.
Okay, it goes up by 1, you say?
Yep.
Okay. Now
And
it's
that makes it
15.
harder for them to resist your spell.
Cool. Okay, what else do I need to do now?
They have to make a spell save DC, don't they? Or is Ray of Sickness a attack roll? I don't remember. Read the spell.
A ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out toward a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes it would now be 4d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
There you go. So you got to make a roll.
Okay.
Your
11.
your plus to hit them also would go up by 1.
Okay, so 12.
Yeah. Does a 12 hit the Drider?
A 12 does not hit the Drider.
Bummer.
Cowabummer.
Cowabummer.
That's crazy.
They are armored Driders, so it's a real rough one.
Not for long.
Not for long. Okay. Do you have any bonus actions you could do?
I still have my cloak of fly, so I'm just gonna leave it at that and run away.
Sweet. All right. Then up next we have question. Question, my beloved. What would you like to do? I want to hit him. Okay, great. Fantastic. We're gonna roll to hit. That's a fucking miss.
Damn.
F in the chat.
Or no, for real. And her second attack misses by 1.
No.
Bless her. Honestly, she's trying her best.
It is.
You could see her like attempting to direct her staff towards this Drider, almost as if using it to channel something. And it just fizzes out and does not work both times. And she looks frustrated. She starts hitting it against her hand. Which brings us to Droder 2.
Droder 2, let's go.
Droder 2
More
Electric
like
Boogaloo.
Choder. Haha, got him.
Oh,
Am I right?
Am I
Why
right
are
or
they so
am I
close now?
right?
I don't like that.
yeah. He moves along the webs, his legs expertly carrying him from one side of the room to where
I
he is now
expertly carried your
standing.
mom to the bed last night. What?
To where he now stands at full height in front of 80. And he rolls a nat 20 to hit.
Damn.
And damn, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, I haven't been raising AD's hit points at all. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely do that. She is leveled up as well.
Yeah, her hit points go up every time mine do.
Mhm.
Roll 3d8. 8 plus 1 plus 5, 14. And her con is plus, so it'd be 14 plus 6. Can someone do, that's 20, so she has 36 health points total.
Sweet. Okay. He is going to swing his longsword predictably, as he is now within close range. That is a 9 to hit, which I'm guessing misses.
Wait, didn't he get a 20 to hit?
Oh yeah, sorry. That was the first roll, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Which is bad. Okay. Good for
It's
him.
bad, but
Bad for baby.
bad for baby. That's okay. We'll figure this out.
I'm just a
Bad for
baby.
baby. I'm just a baby.
Uh,
Ah!
that does 12 slashing damage.
That's not too bad.
So he brings his sword crashing down on 80's back. And it slices between her scales, but she doesn't look too worse for wear. And he's going to slice again. And the second roll is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to hit.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Perfect. So the second one misses and glances right off of her. In that case, it is now your turn.
Oh, they done fucked up. Because I'm technically flanking both of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, Toothpick, time for your reckoning.
That was my nickname in high school.
Toothpick or reckoning?
Both, actually.
That's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to use I'll have Xander. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me see what I can do with 80 here. Where is it? Hold on. I'm trying to see what things I can do. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have 80 make a tail attack.
Nice.
On the one in the one in front of me, quote unquote toothpick.
Bet.
Quote unquote toothpick.
I
Brighter
love that
2
you-
is either got upgraded or downgraded to toothpick.
And the other one is
Yeah.
reckoning.
Does an 18 hit?
And 18 just misses.
No, that's so sad.
Hello,
Okay.
Tithalonos? Is that
That's okay.
correct? I hope I got that
Well,
correct.
Xander
Tithalonos,
is going
hello!
to attack then. Oh
We are
wait, she gets
playing,
advantage. 'cause we're
Dungeons and
flanking.
Dragons
Yeah,
/
forget that.
Satisfactory. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello,
19.
hello.
Yes, that
I'm
is.
Death Nuggets. Currently, I'm Droop, the
Let's
Goblin
go!
Artificer.
Okay, so
But how was your stream? How was
let's read this so that I make sure I do it right.
what were you playing? Give you a shout
Makes a
out.
melee weapon attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. On a hit, they take 1d6 bludgeoning damage and must succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
That'll work.
Ooh.
The saving throw
Pathfinder, hell
would
yeah.
be
Oh wait, I added it. I can't read.
8 plus 3
I-
plus 2.
Hello.
So
There we go.
13.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I usually do Pathfinders
his
on
saving throw.
um
You said it's strength, right?
Thursdays, but we're taking
Yeah.
a break because we just finished Trouble
got
Under
a 5.
Oteri, and we're gonna
Let's go!
continue
Okay, he's not
with Trouble
prone.
in Oteri here
Fantastic.
soon.
It's
Hell yeah! I
almost
play
like flipping a turtle onto its
so
back.
in Dungeons and Dragons, I'm playing a
He
Artificer
wasn't
Goblin named
expecting it.
Droop. It is a multi-class
So he
Artificer
gets promptly
warlock
tail
because
whipped.
I
I'm guessing
decided to
probably
pick up
to the
a
abdomen to throw him
god
off,
in my
or his
head.
tail,
Mhm.
I convinced
his legs.
being to
And
inhabit
it
my
sends
body
this
so we can cause
Drider
chaos.
flying onto his
In
back
Pathfinder,
with his
I
legs
actually
in the
play
air,
a
scrambling
Leshy
for purchase.
druid. I'm
Alright.
our team's healer.
Xander is gonna aim
so that's
for,
been super
you
fun.
know, like in between the legs, there's the
But
thorax.
hell yeah.
There's the part
What
above
campaign?
The
What's your
thorax where all the
character?
legs are connected.
Of course,
Yeah.
but of course, Raiders,
He's gonna
if you need to
stab
go,
directly into the
go ahead
carapace of
and
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
take care of yourself, get some water,
that.
stretch.
And he gets
I know after a long
advantage,
stream,
uh,
get up
for
and your
technically
back's looking
two
like the letter
reasons.
C. Either way,
Um,
frontwards or backwards.
So hold on.
But
First
hell yeah,
attack
I'm
is a
here
crit.
joined with
Nice, which means you do double.
the wizard PNG is
So hold on, I
Wizard in
need
a
to roll
Jar
2d8.
or Blue Bella VT. And then going left from there, we got a
Okay.
Vala Studios who is
10
playing
plus
our
6,
wonderful
16 slashing damage
half orc paladin.
for my first hit.
Paladin?
Fantastic.
Half
Alright.
orc
And
dragon
Also
next
found
knight.
out it's
one-
called a cephalothorax. Continue.
Oh, there we go.
Cephalothorax. And they have a nice black
Alright,
dragon named
next
80.
attack is
And then
a
the next one is
18
Tithsen,
to hit, misses.
our tiefling
Yep, that
warlock,
misses.
played by Versi.
That's okay.
Unfortunate.
She is
Very
newer to the TTRPG scene,
Um,
but she is loving it.
What
And then
can
last but
I
not least, we have
do?
Winnie, played by my
Oh,
partner,
when I
Toasty
score a
Patty,
critical hit with a
who
melee
is
weapon attack, I can roll one of the weapon's damage
Sun
dice
Soul
one additional
monk.
time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit because I'm an orc.
That's super fun. And then, yeah,
There you
so
go.
so we have a bunch of stuff on the screen right now. We got
3
Melvor
additional
Idol.
damage because I'm
in the
a
top
big
corner.
boss man.
Hell yeah, big boss man. Sure.
Let's
So you
see.
stab.
Yeah, we have
right
Melvor
into,
Idol in the top
this part
right.
of
We
his
have
thorax,
Satisfactory in the middle.
And,
We have my note
that
sheet to
same
the left.
inhuman scream
And then in the
comes
main
from
screen,
this
that's the
Drider
map.
as
Let me
it flails
actually
and its legs scramble through
actually
the air,
bring it over a little
grasping
bit
at
so you can
nothing.
see it. There you go.
Do you have any other bonus actions for either you or 80 or?
But yeah, thank you so much for the
Um,
raid.
Hold on, let me check.
That does
something.
mean a
ahead.
lot to me. Thank you
In
so much.
Undercommon,
Hmm.
I'm going to look at the other one and go.
But yeah, sorry if you got hit by ads
Nice.
coming in. We just had a
Nice.
an ad break right
That
before
is
you
all.
joined in. But yeah, thank you so
Fantastic.
much.
Great. Then I'm
By
gonna go
Thalanos.
to Liriana,
Thalanos. There we go.
and we're gonna use
Hell
one
yeah.
of my favorite cleric spells, and one
Yeah,
of
thank you
hers,
so much for the
because
raid, and I hope
do
you,
not know
I'm the
all of
GM
her
for
new spells
Pathfinder
that she might have gotten,
stream.
but
The Dragonborn Druid off stream on Tuesdays. Hell
look at
yeah!
Guiding Bolt.
I have played my fair share
Hell
of
yeah, I love
Dragonborns.
We love some Guiding Bolt.
Heck yeah! Are you running with an
Should be
experienced
guiding
group,
my
or are you
bolt, if you know what
DMing
I
a
mean.
new group?
Got him.
Because I do DM sometimes,
Thanks.
not a lot.
You're so
Um,
welcome.
But I'm trying to see if I can start up
That's gonna hit.
a
Grab my
new
bolt till I spell.
Oh my gosh,
maybe
that's crazy.
D&D shenaniganry
Alright,
at some
let's see.
point.
That's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, this is
12, 13,
Call of the
14,
Netherdeep.
15,
This is the
16,
critical
17.
role.
18, 19. 20 points of damage. So in the same way, you see this streak of light cut through the air, and you hear this crack, almost as if there's static
Iron
energy
plates.
charging everything around you.
They're currently fighting
And
two
it
Driders.
strikes that same Drider, that you've been lovingly calling Toothpick, in the chest, just below its armor. So the
I
spider.
hope you rolled for
chest-
advantage because it's prone.
I did not. I forgot. Hold on. I could possibly do even better. No, I did worse.
Mhm.
So it's fine.
Okay.
It hit either
Okay.
way. But yes, you see this light explode across its thorax, and its legs kind of curl inward, almost like a spider dying. And the Drider is still alive, but its chest is heaving, and it does not seem like it wants to even try getting up. Winnie, it is your turn again.
Okay, I
Is
assume
Winnie back?
Patty's back. So, let's see.
Winnie
Winnie,
is no
come
longer.
back.
When it come
Patty,
back,
Patty, come back.
you can blame it all on
You
me.
can blame it all on us.
Which one is looking more
Sounds like
worse
a
for
Ghost
wear?
Rider.
Yeah,
And
it
Nugs
seems
is
both
in
of them are
here.
gone. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I got a raid.
Oh,
What
real-
is
Hey,
which
raid!
one? That's really funny because I sang the exact same thing everyone else did in the exact same way.
that's so funny.
Which Drider's looking like it's about to drop? Drop it like it's
This one.
hot. Okay,
One
The
to the
one
right.
in front
I'm gonna
me.
pop that one with 2 radiant shenaniganries.
Hell yeah. That's what we
Also,
love to hear.
fun fact, Wiz. If
Mhm.
you want to ping, you can just click and hold.
Oh, wait, can I? Hold on.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can. That's a lot
wow.
easier. So if I right click and I accidentally click on the image, it like wants me to change the layer or do something advanced.
Oh,
so
shit, yeah.
just holding is nicer, yeah.
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 Okay.
I
For
discovered
one
it
of
by
them,
accident.
I got a
Mhm.
9. The other one, I got
That does not hit.
24.
That hits. That
Alright.
hits hard.
All right, and then we'll do
Fantastic.
ooh, a nice 5 plus 10 points of damage to that guy.
Radiant
Fantastic.
damage.
So
Radiant
describe how
damage.
this looks as you finish him off.
You'll see Winnie and all her tiny fury take on a new persona, one that is more bloodlust and rage induced, and she's gonna blast one straight through its the cephalothorax or whatever you said. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you got it
Yeah.
right. You got it right.
Nice.
Right through like the center of mass through the back end of the cephalothorax.
Fantastic. For a moment, all of the legs kind of split and drop to the ground as this spider just falls apart. The spider part of its body just literally falls apart as you have broken the one thing holding the drider to its spider body. And both bodies kind of curl in on themselves as this drider gives in and passes.
Let's go.
Give up, bitch.
And since Drider 1 is now dead, Tiff, it is your turn.
Okay.
We got one man standing. Final countdown.
Okay. I am gonna do so. I'm gonna go a little crazy, I think.
I love
This might backfire significantly.
it.
I am going to cast Spider Climb on myself.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull out my daggers because I have 5 of them. I'm gonna pull out 2 of them, 1 in each hand. Right. I'm gonna run along some spider web up onto the ceiling and then drop down on top of this spider thing and try and stab it in the back with his daggers.
That is badass. Roll with advantage.
2.
All right, roll again.
13.
A 13 still unfortunately misses, but that's
Rip.
fucking badass. You are
Yeah,
now on
that's
the
very
back
cool.
of a drider.
Fuck this spider.
Okay.
Yo,
Can
Tith
I-
barebacking a Drider? What the fuck?
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy.
Jesus
Brokeback
Christ.
drider.
Broke
So I
back
still have spider
Drider.
climb. So can I like scurry around to the underside of this thing?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm
Taking
gonna
the
do that.
Drider to
And I'm
Ram
just
Ranch.
gonna. I think I'm just gonna hang there.
Not Ram Ranch.
Ram
Sure.
Ranch.
So you've
Out of
already
sight, out of
startled
mind,
this
you know?
thing. Yeah, you've
Yeah.
already definitely startled this thing, and its legs are kind of scurrying left and right, but even as it kind of tries to reach for you, it can't. Because its body is simply too massive, and you are clinging to the bottom of it.
Perfect.
Its ass cheeks are too big. They're clapping as he's trying to get you.
Oh my god.
We go to Question, our beloved Question. And she's going to roll an attempt to hit. This feels too good. You gotta stop scratching my arm so I can roll. Thank you. Go shower. First one misses. Second one hit. All right, let me see.
I'm gonna keep the door unlocked.
Uh-huh.
My legs feel like they're not working correctly.
Okay.
So if you hear a fall,
I will come right now.
Poor guy.
All right. So sure, you see You see her lift her staff, her quarterstaff again, and kind of smack it against the obsidian wall, and you see a spark, um, which is interesting. And then she kind of goes, yes, 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 yes. And then she's going to let me put Tith over here with with the Trider friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me roll Dex real quick to see how cool this is. Sure. So she's going to run up behind you, Xander, and almost kind of use the quarterstaff as a pole vault, um, and kick off the wall to get around you.
Oh damn.
In order to center this thing on this Drider and bring it crashing down against its armored plate mail. And you hear that same crackling as electricity explodes from the end of it. And the Drider
I'm gonna get
shrieks.
cooked.
And it is
She
going
just
to
got
take.
shocking grasped. That's crazy.
It
Shocking
is going to-
staffed, more like. Got him.
It takes 14 damage.
Let's
and
Oh, no,
then
don't
we
trip,
move
don't trip.
on to
You're
Drider
good.
number 2. So
Get
he
that.
is flabbergasted, to say the least, and a little bit exasperated. You killed his friend. Somebody's currently clinging to the bottom of his body that he can't reach, and he just got blasted in the face with a bunch of electricity. So he is going to let me roll to see who he hits.
Please don't hit question. Please don't hit question. Please don't hit question.
He's taking it out on question.
No, no, not the baby.
Not the
The
baby.
first wipe. What is her armor class? Let me double check again.
But yeah,
I should have
no,
taken the
hell
sentinel
yeah.
feat.
I hope your games were good. I always love a good
Alright,
session where like there's
her,
fun, there's lore, all that. I adore that.
Alright, that one misses. The
We would have had
second
another player, but they
hits.
had a bit of a rough sleep, so they
That
went
hits.
and
So she is going to take some damage. Let me roll.
they went to rest because
Where's
they're
my
having a
D10?
rough
There it
time
is.
of it.
No, no.
She takes 10 points of damage. As the Strider brings his longsword crashing down into
Games
her
of great sessions are
shoulder.
never long enough.
And
You're
you
so
hear
right.
this kind of
It always
sickening wet
feels
sound
like
as it slices
yeah, it always
into
feels
her
like
arm,
you only
as,
scratched the
she doesn't
surface
really
of the
wear
session.
armor.
Oh,
She is a
no.
she is a
A
scholar.
wizard. She's a wizard, isn't she? She's got a 1d6 health points. No.
I love her very much. And you hear her cry out, and she takes it like a champ. But that
Oh.
looks like a nasty wound.
And he can attack again. That's not good.
No, I've already rolled for both attacks. The second
Oh,
one hit.
thank goodness. I'm gonna kill this man.
I'm
Kill
gonna
him for hurting our friend.
I'm gonna kill this man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna save 80's attack. Xander's gonna try and really fuck this guy up. Actually, no, I'll
Alright.
have 80 attack again. I'll have her do a bite.
Poor thing.
That is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Alrighty. Poggers.
Hoggies.
Let's Hoggies. Hold on.
I got a lot of outline planning done
Oh,
today,
wait,
so
no,
at
that's
least I
not
know where the
D6.
party's heading for the next few weeks. Hell yeah. That's always the roughest part for me is trying
That
to
is
give them enough options
7
where they don't feel
damage only,
railroaded.
unfortunately.
Alrighty.
That's always my biggest problem because I never
How
feel
bad
like
is
I
this
have
guy looking
enough
currently?
options.
He's looking
For
pretty
them
worse
to
for
not
wear.
feel
He looks
railroaded.
like he could still stand and fight a bit, so you'd have to do some heavy swings, but he could be taken down.
Okay. Xander's gonna he's gonna beat up a guy.
Don't stab me in the process.
Don't worry, I'll be careful. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That is 13 damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah. What campaign are you doing, if you don't mind me asking?
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is 9 damage.
Nice. This guy is looking very uncomfortably wounded.
Still dangling.
Yeah, you are still dangling from his abdomen.
Jingle
but,
jangle.
jingle jangle. But he is still standing.
Finish him.
I'm still standing.
I run an
like
open
a
world
true
sandbox names. I
survivor.
don't railroad them anywhere. Which cause them to go across the country at a whim. All homebrew. Hell yeah.
Is anybody really
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm looking. Is anybody pretty wounded besides Question?
In
I
my
don't think so,
opinion,
right?
this is
Nope.
what I've noticed.
You guys
I
just
feel
got
like it would be harder to
scratches. Okay.
homebrew in Pathfinder than it does in
that
D&D. Correct me if I'm
case-
wrong. I've had very little experience with
Can
Pathfinder.
I use a Baldur's Gate bonus action to push?
Yeah, you can always push.
You mean a
I am going.
BGBA?
BGBA.
Boogaba? A boogba?
Boogaba.
Boogaba.
I'm going to push Question 5 feet away
Mm-hmm.
over here.
Poor
Actually,
thing.
10
It's just
feet
all
if I
make
can.
believe at the end of the
You're
day.
right
You're
on.
right. You're right. And that's sometimes what I
Okay,
forget. I
yeah,
get
I'm
caught up
I'm gonna
in a lot of
kinda
like the
shove her in
rulings
a
and
different
stuff, and I
direction.
think that's what holds me back
Um,
from being a really good
I
DM
try and be
sometimes.
gentle, but I'm also trying to save her life. So
Yeah, you gotta shove her 10 feet, so it's a little rough, but
That's a
that's okay.
big push.
That's a big push. She
Yeah.
kind of
I
trips
need
over the Drider body that she was kind of like standing precariously over anyway,
these.
and tumbles 10 feet away. But
Oh,
she's
what
away
a-
from the other Drider's sword, so better than nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use.
I'm gonna move him here so that. Actually, I'll move him here.
Rules are great, but I
so
also
you're kind
stretch
of a wall,
them
yeah.
or use other
Yeah,
rules to
and-
guide my
and
homebrew.
Avi's
That's so
gonna move
cool.
here.
That is mad.
Sweet.
That is so
in that
cool.
case,
Mad
for
respect,
Liriana's
mad
turn,
respect.
first thing she's gonna do is cast guidance on Winnie.
Wow, thank you. It's me, Winnie,
Aw.
guys.
You can
That's so
hardly
cute.
tell the difference.
It's me, it's
Yeah.
Winnie.
The little
And then
nasally
I,
voice is so pretty, so sweet.
Let me. I'm gonna look up some cool cleric spells.
Cast Bean at 3rd level. You
Let me
just
see.
put a whole can of Heinz beans on him, just for
Just bean
funsies.
him.
Bean him.
Just bean him.
Exclamation point bean.
Exclamation point, this dude
Yeah.
just got beaned.
That's crazy.
Let's see. There's some good ones, but again, like I don't know what she ended up taking, so we're going to use. I doubt she has this one. But let me see. Honestly, I feel like it would probably be better if I just used Guiding Bolt again. As much as I
Yeah,
hate just
Liriana
guiding
would.
bolting everything, like that's the most damage she could do. Still
But
killing
also the
Spider-Man?
Liriana special.
Yeah, almost.
Either that or she would heal Question, but it depends on the mood.
Yeah, really. Mercurial is the best way to describe Liriana.
Yeah.
Well, since we love big damage in this party, we're gonna attempt Guiding Bolt again and see what we can
That's
get.
a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Let's do some more.
Remember, you got advantage.
I do. All right.
Well, howdy, Ender. I've seen you.
He takes
I've
another
seen you.
12
Don't you worry.
points of damage. And this Strider is looking very worse for wear, like he could collapse any moment. I've been here the whole time. Somehow I doubt that, Ender.
Winnie's turn.
I've been
Winnie's
here the
turn.
whole time?
Oh, Bean! Exclamation point.
Bean.
So how's that one looking? Pretty rough.
He is looking pretty fucking rough. And Winnie also has guiding bolt on her now, so
Oh yeah. Okay.
not guiding bolt, fucking guidance. Sorry.
Guidance. Winnie's gonna I can't move Winnie. If you could move Winnie right here, that would be amazing.
Yeah, you got it.
And
Right
Winnie's
there.
gonna fucking 2 punches.
1, 2. Give him the old 1, 2.
All right. Ooh. What's that? +7. A 14 and a 15
Is that to hit or is that the damage?
to hit.
You know, both of those miss.
I would like to use a key point and do a flurry of
ahead.
blows. How many extra
Let's
hits
go.
does flurry of blows give me? 1, 2?
Let me double check.
Sorry.
It's okay. I never play monks and I never play clerics, so this
Yeah.
is like the worst possible situation. How many hits?
Ender says
does-
2.
You can use 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. Yep. as
All
an action.
right. 2 more unarmed strikes. Oh, natural 20 for 27
That
and
hits.
a 12 for a 19.
That also hits. So the nat 20 is going to get double the amount of damage.
Awesome. Okay, so this is for the nat 20.
Mm.
I got a 3 times 2, 6 plus 5, 11 points of damage for the crit.
All right.
And then for the normie damage, 2, 5, 7 points of damage.
Nice.
How
This
do
thing
this?
really close. Really
No,
close.
no.
He looks like he's about to collapse. So Tith, why don't you give him the last blow?
Give him the
Okay,
last
okay.
blow.
I'm still
Ayo.
dangling, right?
You are still McDangling.
This
You
shit better
cannot
work.
miss. Yeah.
Okay. This shit better work. I cannot miss. Okay. You know where this what is? Let me look up there. Okay, so let me. Okay. The anatomy of this thing is like a centaur, but it's a spider body,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And it's wearing armor. So right at the bottom of its armor, I'm gonna
Mhm.
try and just jimmy the dagger in. And
I love
slice.
that.
You're gonna put a knife in his spinal cord.
Just give him the
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna slide it in there and just,
That's
That's
what
what
I
I
love
said.
to do. What?
Hey, yo.
Holla!
That's crazy.
That's literally so crazy.
So you roll with advantage.
Okay. What math do I do for that?
Oh, there's
D20
yeah.
Yeah.
plus your your attack roll for your dagger. So it's like a plus something.
Okay. +5.
So yeah, you roll the D20
So
twice,
20.
pick the
Dirty.
higher number.
Dirty 20.
There you go, that hits.
That definitely hits. How do you kill this thing? What does it look like?
Does it have one hit
I
point?
disembowel it.
Oh
I
shit!
disembowel it. I'm hanging underneath this
Ooh.
thing and I spill blood and guts directly over top of my head. Not into my mouth, but like over my head, reaching above my head while hanging onto this thing from underneath. And I'm gutting it. I'm gutting it.
Fantastic. It is a brilliant display of gore and viscera and a surprisingly well placed slice. And this
Oh, yeah.
drider falls to the ground dead. On top of you, mind you, because you are still clinging to it.
Right.
But it is easily enough moved out of the way, and you stand above the body of these 2 dead driders in a room almost now too eerily silent.
I'm gonna fist bump Xander and be like, that was not a bad idea.
That was pretty sick, I gotta admit. Very nice.
I'm also gonna loot them for poison.
Nice.
Loot for
Yeah,
poison.
I'm going to
Sure.
give a hand to question, and I'll just say, I'm very sorry. I just wanted to make sure you weren't in the line of attack.
She gives you her good arm, and stands up shakily on like wavering legs, but she gives you a smile anyway. Yeah, no problem. I totally got it. No offense. I take none.
Okay, I'm glad to hear it. Let's get these cocoons cut open. I'll be real careful about it. Don't worry.
She nods. Tith will give you some drought poison as well.
Okay,
Drow
cool.
poison.
I'm sorry, so I only have the one canteen. Can I just mix it and get a higher tier poison?
Well, drought poison is really useful. So
Yeah, it's really good. You don't want to diminish it.
definitely. Well, I was gonna say you could mix it with the other poison. So realistically,
Someone give me their canteen.
yeah, I was gonna say if you did, um, that would be terrifying. Actually, ingesting drow poison.
I think that's what I would do.
I mean, I don't really.
Unless someone wants
I
to give me
have
their
a
canteen.
water skin.
That'll work.
I'm gonna chug my water skin quick.
Good
Who
idea.
needs
I should have
water
done that.
anyway?
Yeah. And then I'll hand it over.
Sure. Now
Make
you
sure
have
to
a
give me
water.
that back.
Now you have a water skin of drow poison and a water skin of assassin's blood.
Actually, I don't think I can use that for water anymore.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Just maybe like buy me a new one at some
What
point.
was the other one you said? The blood one?
Assassin's blood.
That has ass in it twice. If you
Ass,
think
ass?
about it.
Does have ass in it.
So
What's
much
the
whole lot of
ass.
poison
Tits
damage of
and
the drow
ass.
poison? Tits and ass.
Oh my god.
Oh, what was something about the drow poison?
What's the damage?
So, drow poison is funky.
Okay.
Let me describe this to you as it is described in 5th edition. So, it is made exclusively by drow. A creature subjected to this poison must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the creature is also unconscious while poisoned. It can be applied to weapons, ammunition, traps, and other objects that deal piercing or slashing damage, and remains potent until delivered through a wound or washed off.
Okay. So I'll just have to read that whenever I try to use it.
Yeah. I can
Can you
always
send me a screenshot
yeah,
of that?
I could definitely send you screenies.
That would be great.
No problemo.
Hey
So-
Tith, can you give me your dagger?
Yeah, sure. Here's one of my daggers.
Thank you. Hey Winnie, could you come over here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Winnie to like surgically open these cocoons as carefully as possible.
Sure. You end up slowly, gently, opening these cocoons. Some of them have been emulsified, and there are only bones left inside. However, you do come around to one that still seems rather bulky. And as you slice it open, in question peers over your shoulder. She's kind of just following you around with her bleeding open wound.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. She claps her good hand over her mouth and turns away.
Is this one of them?
She is nodding, and you can see her shoulders shaking.
Does he look dead? He,
He is-
she, they?
Very much deceased.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
She's nodding again. Her shoulders shake a little bit more, but you can kind of hear her speaking in a quivering voice. It's okay. It's all right. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna lay the person down. Listen,
Thanks, Ender.
I if there's anything that you need to take back, um, I'm sure you probably don't want to be involved with, you know, the cleanup. But if there's anything I should look for, let me know.
No, no, that's okay. It's it would be difficult enough
I asked for my
to bury
cocoons
them out here
boneless.
with the wastes being so dangerous as they are, and I can't exactly take them back home with me unless I want to be caught toting corpses and bones into Ankarel.
I'm sure we can at least get them out of here. Um, you know, we'll figure something out. For now, we will have to leave them here. Um, but we can come back for them.
She nods in understanding.
I mean,
She looks a
guys,
little
fuck your factory
shaky
games, sir.
by
It's
all
fine.
of this, but
I'm
she
just
nods.
playing it on the side. I'm
Um,
not having a good little
to
time.
all the other emulsified remains, um, I am going to search for belongings.
I'm going to get
Of course.
copper over
Oh
here.
my god.
We'll leave this one be, but however,
Yeah, I mean the other ones, they're pretty far gone.
yeah, they're fair game.
I'm slowly bringing
Is
copper
there
to my
anything
base.
specific that you are looking for? Weapons, armor,
Anything
potions.
that is not organic matter.
Sure. There's a lot of armor left behind, as you know, the spiders and whether or not the driders also partook, um, uh, partaken in
Yeah.
eating these folks as well after they were emulsified is unknown.
We almost have
However,
copper.
metal is not good for teeth. So everything that was on their person besides their flesh is still intact. You see like
Anything nice
different
looking?
yeah, you see some Aurora Watch Guard armor.
Oh.
You see a couple long swords, crossbows.
You can eat copper for
You
more
can't
energy.
tell if
Can
there's
I?
like bolts prepared or
Interesting.
anything, but it does seem like all of their weaponry and satchels are intact.
Slowly bring it
Um,
over, so I'm gonna have
So
infinite
that's why I
energy.
ask if there's anything specific you would be interested in or are looking to add to
Anything
your itinerary.
anything that looks you know, like more than
What are you
your average
breaking?
weapon or armor, and any satchels at all. I'm looking for like documents so that I can identify the bodies, and obviously like money.
Mhm. Sure. Let me really quick do this. We'll say money is easy enough to find. Let me roll to see how much you find. All right, you find 44 gold pieces.
All right. Not
You
bad,
know,
not
Mr.
bad.
Sparky. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
divvy that
yeah.
up later.
Yeah.
And as far as items go,
Anything that looks like it's of value, I'm gonna do a quick look over.
yeah. Let me see. You find one potion of healing, always useful.
Nice.
And then roll me a d4.
Give all
Give
this
me
back.
1 second. I'm
Give it
trying
back.
to find a potion.
Oh no, I
of
can't get it back.
healing.
Fuck.
Potion of healing. A D4, you said?
Yes.
Alrighty, mate. Hold on.
And I need
A 4.
Tremant.
Wow.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
Let me bring this up for you. Okay. So, you see a shield. It is beveled at one end and kind of rounded and tapered at the other. And although it's not massive, so it's definitely not meant for your frame. Whoever had been carrying this around was much smaller than you were. Um, it catches your eye because it is emblazoned with the symbol of one.
A symbol of an eye?
Yes,
Hmm.
and it looks
I'm gonna
relatively
cast.
untouched.
I'm gonna cast identify while the others do their thing. Um, it's a ritual cast, so I'm gonna kind of tell the others. Um, can some of y'all see if there's any weird shit going on with this room, secret entrances, normal entrances, anything?
We can try.
Where's those copper?
Question gives you a little bit of a salute, wiping her tears away. Aye, aye, Captain.
Much appreciated. I'm gonna figure out what is going on here.
Fantastic. After a bit of time of casting Identify, you recognize this as a Sentinel Shield.
Oh, that's tasty.
Mhm.
That's very nice. Let's see. That would be an armor
Iron.
and
Need
shields.
that.
Yippers.
I might not use this myself, but I might hand this off to someone later.
Oh,
Very
mine are
nice.
bones.
Fantastic. So,
Yeah.
let me see.
Tith, are you investigating as well?
Yeah, I snapped my ankles.
I'm glancing around.
Alrighty.
Just got them eyes, you know.
I got them eyes.
Does anybody have, like, anybody in the group, does anybody have any spells that, like, are akin to or are see invisibility, by the way?
No. Actually, okay. Wait. See invisibility
Or
as.
something akin to it?
So, is this a creature?
No.
Then no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, you kind of find miscellaneous loot if anyone wants to kind of grab just miscellaneous weapons from these corpses or anything. You
Like a
can.
water
You could
canteen?
sell it. Like yeah, you could steal all of their water skins if you'd like.
I'm gonna take a water skin.
Sure.
The
gonna
rich
take a water
become
skin.
richer.
You get 3 extra water skins.
Nice. We're goated. I'm assuming they're empty or at least gross.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they're empty, and the ones that aren't feel a little
I believe it's
kind
pronounced
of gross to the
Baines.
touch because
yeah.
they were next to emulsified bodies. So, hi Winnie, welcome back.
Winnie.
Winnie.
Skin of
We
water.
Winnie
smart
came back.
people.
Winnie came
Winnie
back.
came back.
Yay. Um, can I scale the wall?
Yeah. It doesn't taper to anything interesting at the ceiling. Everything is perfectly carved
Yeah.
out of this same obsidian.
I'll cast a
That is
spider
totally
climb
okay,
on
Winnie.
You need at least an iron pickaxe for that.
Taper mentioned. But otherwise, question points out that there is a door over here to the west.
Alrighty. Very good. Are we ready to move on?
Let's rock and roll.
Alrighty.
Fantastic. Let me
We
scooch
go
all
in
the babies.
here. The baby? The
The baby.
rapper?
No.
He's such a dick.
I've heard so little about him. And I really don't care.
All you need to know is he's a dick. I served
you
him
go.
multiple times at my old restaurant. He's a dick.
That's crazy.
That's would so crazy. Let
I
me
would
get a
believe that
lovely
he's a dick,
little.
though.
There we go. So I'm gonna turn these down and turn this up a little. So you walk into the next neighboring room. And as you do, you see 2 rows of large black stone pillars marbled with white veins supporting the vaulted ceiling of this hall. It's actually a stark contrast from all of the other rooms that you've been in. It almost looks like a cathedral. The floor of which is polished to a mirror-like sheen. Ornate brass braziers rest at the feet of 4 of the pillars, and faint music fills the hall.
Any imagery?
Yes, actually. If you step a little closer, let me scoot you. Just a wink. There you go. As you step closer to investigate, the 4 braziers ignite, and their bowls fill with pale flames that coalesce into dancing humanoid forms. The glow from the flames glint off the northern wall, where a towering mosaic of stained glass depicts a maelstrom of color, within which are 9 symbols. The image shifts even as you stare at it. In this image, let me see if I could find a good picture of it on Opera GX. Or I might actually, I'll probably be able to do this quicker on my phone. Hold on. Stained glass mosaic. Betrayers rise, because it's really cool looking. There we go.
Exciting. Where is it?
So it is that mass of color in the northern wall.
No, I mean, where did you send it?
Oh, I haven't sent it yet. I just grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
Damn, man, slow down. No, I'm kidding.
I'm impatient. I must
Oh.
know.
Here you go.
My
There
fucking
it is.
schnoz.
That is the mosaic.
Oh, damn. Do I, as a drow, recognize any of these symbols?
Yeah, there's a pretty easy one. A red spider, symbolizing loaf.
Yeah, I could have gathered that from the spider fuckers over there.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a religion check to see if I know what the others are at least referring to?
Sure. And if anyone else wants to make me a perception check, go ahead.
All right.
A 10?
Okay. Yeah, with a 10, you can kind of inference really easily that due to what this place represents and due to seeing Loth symbol up there, these are likely all symbols of the betrayer gods, but you wouldn't be able to tell which one's which.
Right.
You know
Except
some of their
Loth.
names. Yeah, you know some of their names, you just don't know which ones are which.
And you said that the mosaic is constantly changing.
Yes, the colors are dancing across the floor, constantly shifting.
I am going to take like a loose stone from the ground, if there are any,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna toss it at the mosaic lightly.
Sure. It hits the mosaic and drops to the floor.
All right, it's not a door.
What was your perception, Tith?
14.
Fantastic. So emblazoned on the floor, you
My
can
favorite.
see, yeah, you could see almost scattered throughout the room, as if somebody was scrawling it into the obsidian, bit by bit, around these braziers. It says, "First, praise be to the Spider Queen, whose kingdom was forsaken. Next, exalt the Ruiner, whose spear shook the green earth. In turn, pay homage to Oblivion and the ending of all things. And last, I give myself to the crawling king.
Mm.
Give me that crawling king. Ender gets it. This guy gets it.
Give me that crawling king.
But these flames continue to dance. Quite literally.
Yeah, because they're shaped like people, aren't they?
They are. They are humanoid shaped and they are dancing. The crawling king is badass. You a fan of Talrog? Real.
Can I toss a stone at one of the flames?
Yeah, sure.
Does it pass through?
It does pass through the flame and it kind of sparks up a little bit and looks a little angered. But then it continues to beckon you.
Yeah, no. I don't like the fact that it was able to react to that. These things are sentient, folks. How big are they?
They're variant sizes, but they're all humanoid in shape. So I would say around at least 5 feet.
Oh,
Once
okay,
these
so
rays are
they.
split up.
If I were a weaker man. No, I'm kidding.
Lest they not be tempted by the fire.
Fire! Hellfire! Anyway.
Crazy.
Don't get the wrath of Disney.
All right. I have a good feeling we gotta figure something out with these fire people. I don't like that though.
So
I wish. You know who
Never
has
mind.
water abilities?
I was gonna say,
Liriana, could you do that thing where you
I can throw
make a
shape
bunch
water
of
at 'em.
water?
Gee. Question immediately looks to you in shock and clasps her hands over her heart. And she's like, but you just said these things were sentient. All they want to do is dance with you.
Oh, they want to dance?
Uh,
Well, it
okay.
looks that way.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. Um, but considering the place we're in, I feel like that's probably the worst decision you could make. Um,
I'll dance with the devil.
I love how the main. I already had
all
my
right,
my
you do
my
that. I
my
will
main
watch
character
from a
shenaniganry. I
distance.
dove into a bunch of
Regained Oblivion is
blades,
better, but the crawling king
almost
is up
killed
there. I got
myself.
meant to phrase around
Literally,
the
the
wrong way.
blades did
Bro,
enough
that's
damage
real. Which
to knock me
which
down,
one
but
yours?
I
Who's your
had a potion
favorite
ready and
betrayer
gulped it.
god?
I literally
Yeah.
threw myself into a bunch of like a wall
My
of
favorite
swords,
betrayer
and
god
then
is
drank a potion to
Derek.
not die.
Derek, the betrayer
Derek of
god?
Home, yeah, of Home Depot.
No. I like the serpent one. I forget his name. I think he's neat.
Who did he betray? His children. He went to go get milk and never came back.
The serpent one is Zahir. Zahir's cool. Zahir's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, Tith, do you step up to one of these dancing flames?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. So you wander up to it, and as you near, it does continue to beckon you. The closer you get, it reaches out a hand as if to offer you a dance.
I was a goblin
And
smoothie.
as you reach out back and meet hands with the creature,
I
it
better
doesn't
not get burned by
burn.
this. Okay, good.
It does not burn. It feels
I hope
pleasantly
the
warm.
copper's already on its way.
And it takes you into a slow, melodic dance, almost a waltz at its brazier before it diminishes and becomes fire again.
Fuck is this shit? Oh,
Well, that was interesting. How many of these fire people are there?
got a
4. So
four.
now
power
one is
slug.
Four.
What
subdued.
the fuck?
Can I keep dancing with them?
Yeah, of course. You could dance with as
Yeah.
many as you like.
I'm gonna dance with all 4 of them.
Look, here it comes. There it
Fantastic.
is.
It's almost beautiful in a way. Each one of them moves so fluidly as they are not restrained by the flesh. And they twirl you around with
Look, the copper
surprising
is
ease.
on its
You dance
way.
from brazier to brazier.
Now I don't have to
until
get
you
the
are at
copper.
the front.
It's just coming
by
along for the
mosaic
ride.
as the last fire spirit dwindles.
Look at that.
And becomes just flame again.
Ain't that neat?
And as you do, that mosaic stills.
Now?
And all of the colors,
run back
though
and wait for
vibrant
it to
and
arrive
still
at the
very
base.
bright and flickering, are no longer shifting and changing. And something about this looks less solid.
I'm gonna toss another stone at it.
Now I just
You
need
might as
I just
well.
need to
Great
get
idea.
leaves and
Yeah,
just
you
keep
pick up a
everything
little
powered,
stone,
and I'm
you
good.
toss it, and it passes through.
Mm.
This
Very
wood?
nice.
Found wood?
Y'all want
Can I
to go
can I
through?
dip my fingers into it?
Yeah.
Just my fingers. Just
Just
to
your
see what
fingies.
happens. Just for a second. Just to see how
Sure.
it feels.
You can feel
Wanted
air
this
on
fight?
the
Come
other
here.
side,
Wanted this?
as if there's another room beyond.
Yeah, that's
this.
right.
Can I pretend like
Don't
it
mess
yanks
with me. I'm the
through?
master of nature.
Yeah, 100%. Sure. So you put on your best act, Tith,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you reach forward, and you suddenly plunge your arm through and tip forward as if you got yanked through this mosaic. I'm guessing you scream, very droop
Yeah,
style, very.
100%.
Oh
Yeah.
God! Oh no!
Oh, I'm dying! Ah!
And for the second time today, your group is left dumbfounded as another one of your members gets sucked through something that should hypothetically be solid. And Tith, you find yourself in a staircase confronted with Droop and Aloysia Telfan.
Well, well, well.
Oh man, you died too?
How did you get
I-
here so quickly?
I'm pretty sure I didn't die, but
Nah, we're both dead.
we'll find out.
Wait. So both of them look at you, drenched in blood, and you are also drenched in blood.
You know, with that
And
much
all three
about
of
a
you
blood on the
create a-
outside of your body, we're dead,
On
dude.
a Spider-Man point meme kind of moment.
Is that blood yours?
No,
Uh.
well, kind of.
Most of it is.
Is that
Mine
yours?
isn't. No.
Oh, maybe it's my blood. What does it taste like? Does it taste low in iron? I
Lean.
have been a little low in iron lately.
The rest of you are left in this room of flickering flames and bright mosaic. No tip in sight.
Can I
You
go
cannot
back
well,
to the
there
portal
goes
and
another
shove my
one.
arm through?
I wish you could, but however, when you
Ah.
look behind you, you cannot see the mosaic.
Look, it's
Just
coming.
stone
It's
wall.
almost here.
Damn.
Yep.
Look at that. Look at
We
that
lost another one.
line of
think
copper coming
she
in.
solved the puzzle question. Kind of like looks to you. I don't know if that whole screaming and crying thing as she went plunging through the mosaic was real, but it felt real.
It was real. Oh God, I can still feel it. I don't know if they can
Can
hear
we
me,
hear
but
through
it's
this
really
thing?
funny if they could.
They cannot. I wish they could.
That'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Question
Well,
looks at you very nervously, Xander.
want me to carry you through?
No, I can walk myself. She looks embarrassed.
Damn. Xander got them
Okay.
fucking
Putting on the
riz.
Listen, I just want to make people feel safe. That's my job.
Mhm.
Xander will walk through before the rest of the group just to make sure.
Sure. You hear Question calling out after you. Oh, do be careful. Before you look behind you and there's nothing but a stone wall, and in front of you there are three of your friends drowning in blood.
drowning in blood.
absolutely
see,
drenched in the stuff.
I knew y'all would be here. I knew you weren't gonna
Oh, you're
die,
dead
dude.
too,
You-
huh?
Oh, are we dead? That's crazy.
I mean, whose blood is that? Where'd it come from? Look at me.
It came from Toothpick, Big Spider-Man.
Doubt.
Press F to doubt.
Press F to doubt. Press
one
press
by
the
one.
equivalent of F to doubt.
Exclamation point doubt. So one by one, Question and the rest of your party follow through the mosaic, and are now, in front of this staircase. All of you stand together for a moment of silence, and then Question looks about the lot of you. Wait, what happened to you two?
We died.
Oh no! And she starts patting herself down
Yeah, we're dead, dude.
as if to check if she's still alive.
He's just messing with you, I think.
I'm not. How many
Oh.
gods do you have in your head?
Well, none. I don't think so.
You might want to check. They're more common than you think these days. Maybe hidden. Anyways, down we go.
Her
The hell?
eyebrows shoot up. Pickle jar
Droopy's
time.
just
Okay, hold on.
Beetlejuice in a smaller conduit.
Hey, folks.
Beg your pardon.
Begging your pardon.
Let's get to our second silly, goofy little map. I don't know how this is gonna appear or not.
I'm here to talk about the whole being dead thing.
I fucking hate you. All right, I could delete that part. There we go. All right, we're gonna yoink y'all.
Gonna
To the
be
next
fine
Person
on the
stressed.
other side.
We should have carped way more DMs. Now we're never gonna see them.
Namaste, you
my
freaking
God.
posers.
Oh, we see
okay.
everything, by the way.
It doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. I'll just delete it all.
It's okay.
Fuck
We'll
it.
pretend.
Well,
we'll
you could
pretend.
pretend. You could pretend. So,
Oh my god,
you guys-
Jemusi. Sorry.
I hate that.
Can't believe you
Awful.
said that.
In my
Worse,
Christian Minecraft
actually.
server, you said that out loud.
Yes, ma'am. I better out than in, you know it's what Shrek said.
Oh my god.
What Shrek said.
Better out than in? You mean the Jamusi is better out than in?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyway, let me get everybody on this fucking page. Jesus fucking Christ.
Bella just sends everyone immediately to hell.
Oh, you're in hell.
This isn't fun hell. This is hell.
And then I need Winnie. Let me go grab the baby.
A baby.
Does she have a... Can I see her in the characters list? I can't. So I need to...
I can't move my token.
Yeah, I gotta smack everything on there. Hold on. Alright, so every single time I do this, I do have to choose who this character's attached to, so... Let me put it as... Xander Olios. Give that a shot. And
Should
this is
we
gonna be...
end session here?
Yes. Yeah, that's where we're going for.
Okay, just because I don't want Kira to miss too much.
Exactly. Let me get everybody in control of their characters really quick so we don't have to do that next time. Winnie isn't even in the list of characters to choose, so I'm gonna have to wait until
Uh-oh.
back in here. Yeah, Lyriana controlled by Lyriana, so that should work just fine.
I can see Winnie.
No. Her token's here, but when I try to select from the list of who the token represents, it doesn't let me choose her.
I love how small
Gotcha.
I am.
Controlled
Yeah,
by
you're
Winnie
just,
Google.
just a little gal.
I'm just
Just a
tiny.
little fella, just a little guy. So you guys travel down the staircase and are able to walk through the open door into a large chamber ahead. I'm not used to so many a party this big usually when we get down here. But hey, we love
What
it.
usually
We love
happens
see
to the
it.
party? Zoinks!
So, in this room,
She's doinking on my zonker, if you know what I mean.
I see that's 12.
Until I room.
Until I room. I should
I
actually have the
was
picture
actually
of this
never
ready
in
to
the
go.
the whatchamacallit. I was never in the
That's Scooby Doo. In the Rip Club. Straight rocking it.
I love this artwork too. These
I was
are
ever in the
from
multi
book, by the way.
multi
That
stream.
mural was from the book, and this.
I
is
started
also
later
from the
because
book.
me and Patty were having
So
a
this is what
chit-chat.
you see ahead of you, and I will describe it for you before we
You're
end.
not over
this
it, you
As soon as
lying
it fucking pops
core.
up, did it go?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it? Okay.
You fucking ADHD trap.
So-
Yeah, you bet you fucking sweet Bippy it's an ADHD
awful
trap.
wailing noise gets louder as you approach this chamber. And a beam of
Oh.
light from above illuminates a statue in the middle of this grand room. The statue, made of pale marble, is shaped like a man on his knees, arms pinioned behind his back, trussed up to chains that cut into his skin. Hooks line the corners of the figure's mouth, pulling his lips away from his teeth, and a smaller barb encircles his eyes, holding the eyelids open. All the while, hideous noise comes out of the statue's open mouth, yet still, its expression is one of ecstasy. A double door made of iron is set into the statue's chest, these surfaces having absolutely no handles. In the floor, there's a triangle, each side 40 feet long, carved into the floor around the statue, completely surrounding it. And at each of these points, a stone arm juts up from the floor with its hand outstretched. So, welcome to hell.
Look
That's
on
where
to
we're ending this section.
hell.
We made it.
We made it to hell.
We
I
made
killed
it.
a spider
Yay,
centaur.
we made it to hell.
Spider
We knew it would
car.
happen eventually.
Spider tar.
I think I'm gonna find some creepy music or noise myself so I can add it to the session. But who knows?
Remember to
Maybe
close
I'll
your
fuck
roll
around and get
20s,
some
everyone,
screaming
so you
sounds.
don't schizomax.
But I love schizomaxing. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite hobby.
God. I told you all
Thanks,
about
Moose.
that, right?
Told us about what?
Schizomaxing because I had fucking
Yeah.
roll 20 open for like 3
Yeah.
days after D&D.
Yeah.
Every time I
can't
was on
even
my computer, I was
believe-
like, what the fuck is this noise?
Where's this
Only-
coming from?
Because it was like coffee shop background noise. I was like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, that was after your weird session with the elven bartender, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were tripping balls for days afterwards,
For
literally.
days.
Ugh, but I'm happy to be back. I'm glad to be back.
Me too.
Yeah, this was fun.
It's
I
gonna
just want to
get
say,
only crazier from here.
I just want to say, the only maxing I do is Penorse maxing.
Penorse.
What was that sound effect?
Oh my skippity wall.
Wow.
Oh my skippity wall.
I hate that.
Oh my god, the worst.
What the fuck?
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm about to buzz!
What the fuck is happening?
This
Wait,
soundboard
we
is
evolved.
crazy.
Bro, I'm
Oh
scared.
my god.
A big bean!
Big bean. Big bean. I'll show you a big bean.
Big bean that.
Big bean that.
bean that.
Oh my god,
Alright, I'm
what
gonna,
the
What
fuck?
the fuck is that?
I'm gonna go to bed.
What is that?
Alright, sounds good. Night, Faye.
Good
I'm
night.
gonna dress
Bye,
Matt real
y'all.
quick and then I'll be right back.
Woo, Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill.
Bro, what the
Daddy,
fuck?
chill. Jesus
What
Christ.
the hell is even
I was
that?
about to hang up, and then I heard Daddy chill.
Daddy, chill.
I'm delirious.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
where
that's
did you
why
pull all these out of?
Oh, I have so many Discord servers I'm a part of.
Dude, so many.
God.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That activated bad neurons in my mind. That activated my fight or flight
Girl
response.
dinner. Girl dinner.
Girl dinner. That was my nickname in high school.
Bye
Oh
bye.
my god.
Bye.
All right.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I need to
Good
find someone
night,
to
everybody.
raid.
Let's see who's live.
Gooning at these hours.
I got no one.
He's bigger. He's better. We can either do. I got. Oh, that I was about to say, let's raid Bella, but I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm not streaming. But thank you. I appreciate it. It is time for me to sleep.
Time
We'll
for
see you all
sleep.
later.
Good night.
Good night.
We could raid Goo Man or we could raid Kiddo Pop. Who's Kiddo streaming with? I forget. Who are they streaming with? Who? Who? I forget! 3 hours? Bean baby. You can bean at any point. Yeah, that's true. Already bean today. Bean. Bean. Big brain. Big brain. What's kid? I don't remember. I don't remember. My mind is Enigma. Let's see if anyone's playing Dark Tide. Always write some more Dark Tide people. Who doesn't love some good Dark Tide?
Who doesn't love some good what?
Who loves some good Dark Tide?
Dark Side, let's go! Is that what you're gonna be playing next?
No, I'm going to bed. I got work tomorrow.
Oh, that's so real. I also have work tomorrow, but it's later in the day, so I'm about to go play Deltarune with the husband.
Oh hell yeah! Did you guys already finish
Undertale?
Undertale?
Yeah, we did. He only wanted to play the pacifist route, which is totally fair.
Oh, okay.
He played the pacifist route first, and it's like between him hating bullet hells and really loving the characters, so he doesn't want to fight people.
Because I was watching when you guys were doing Fish Lady, Big Fish Mommy.
Yeah, Undyne.
Yeah.
Undyne was fine. Sans sucked.
Yeah, like he really doesn't want to fight Sans. That's the big one. But no, we're on to Deltarune now. We just finished chapter 1 yesterday. Yeah, we finished chapter 1 yesterday, so we're gonna play chapter 2.
I see.
I see. But it has been a delight, good sir and good lady. You're still here, Patty. So I love you. I hope you're okay. Much hearts, much love. But yeah, you guys take care. I'll see you guys again soon.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye. SG2. Okay, we're gonna go read to Goo Man. Goo Man's playing some Repo. Holla. So stay tuned for that. Goo Man's super fun. And we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some more It Takes Two, and then on Friday we're actually gonna play a game with Mochi, which I'm gonna set up tomorrow. So yeah, and then Saturday, you know where you should be. If you're not at Patty's debut, I will find you. And I will put your toes in mashed potatoes. Slightly warm mashed potatoes. Have been warm. Bye-bye!